thing.
It's all a look at me. I'm doing something. It's a I'm better than you. I'm at the gym at 5 a.m. while you're sleeping. I'm better than you.
I don't think it's a I'm better than you thing. I think it's like when I post my Orange Theory shit, I always tag like the coach and the gym and shit like that in there. It's just like, yeah, I went. I'm fucking letting y'all know that I went. It's not a look at your fat ass sitting at home while I'm at the gym. Because guess what? I'm still fat too.
Yeah,
so
but
I'm trying.
Yeah, but
that's why I post my food. I'm like, I'm eating like a fat fuck, having fun, and you're in the gym.
Oh, what a fucking look at me attitude you got, Admire. Posting your fucking food and shit.
You think your food is better than me?
Yeah, I can eat that food and feel good, look good.
But there's a big difference between what you post, Rucker, like you just like you're at the gym or whatever, but it's those ones that are like, I get up at 2 a.m. and then I meditate for an hour. Then I write all my daily goals. Then I write a poem to myself because I'm centered.
A haiku.
What are you doing at 4:30? Bitch, I'm still playing NHL from the night before, okay? All right? And it feels good.
She's naked on Twitter or Instagram, like holding her tits turned to the side. And that is not Britney Spears' face. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I don't know who this person is. That's not Britney.
Instagram?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's find it.
On the beach?
Yeah. It literally says it's just me.
Dude, why does she have asshole eyes like Pete Davidson?
That is not Britney Spears.
Hold on. Let me get to the bottom of this. Let me get there.
That looks like the chick in the porn that is like supposed to be Britney Spears, but you know it's not.
Yeah. Britney looking like porn.
What's she on?
Yeah.
She's on her...
It's her last post on Insta.
Can we show this on YouTube?
I wouldn't try to, but that's just... I'll show her face. That's not her. Can y'all see that at all?
Her eyes are so fucking dark, dude.
That's not her.
And like the teeth, does
yeah, that's what made me think of it was her teeth. That doesn't look like Britney Spears' teeth. Not that I know what her teeth look like, but you know what I mean? Like that doesn't look like her smile.
Well,
I think, like, I agree. Mission statements are cool. I feel like it would be cool if everybody walked around with a mission statement. So what I do is I grew the mustache. So I let everybody know, watch your kids. That's 1. 2, I'm a good time. And 3, I love eating pussy.
That's your mission statement, huh?
Off the top of my head, yeah, I'll come up with a better one. I don't know if I can top it, but I'll try and come up with a better one for next week.
That was good.
Yeah.
Besides the first one. I don't know if you... I get the joke, but you might not want to have that one stay there.
No, but it's good. Kids don't bother me at like the grocery store or nothing. Because they're like, come here, Johnny, get away. That guy looks creepy as fuck.
Well, kind of on this topic, like Jay, you were just talking about, you went to like the product show or whatever. Did you guys ever have any toys made by like a porn star? Like my example is I had a Sasha Grey pocket pussy.
Now see, you're talking about other people being creepy. You bought that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he bought it in his own house. He didn't go to a room full of people doing it.
Nobody's doing it there. Everybody's just going and greeting the porn stars.
No,
like,
but here's the thing,
you
right?
got me through my teenage years, Lisa Ann.
Okay. She did, yeah. She was everyone's mom.
Corey Chase, I'm so glad you made it out of that dryer.
Modern day feminism is the biggest hoax sold to the humans. You're better off being a fucking accountant and paying tax than raising children and being the better sex. Be equal. Be fucking miserable like a man. That's equal. That feels good. You know, the sex that kills themselves because they hate living so much. Be like that. That's snake oil shit, if you ask me, right?
Keep doubling down, man.
Oh, I'm doubling, baby. I'm fucking right. Like, I am so fucking right. Think about it. You don't think the government doubled their fucking income when they told women that they could fucking go to work?
Well, yeah, because they tax more people.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You think that was some sort of like accident?
So you're saying women shouldn't be working?
I said I don't think that they shouldn't, but I think that if they think that it's some sort of an empowerment thing that they came up with, I think they're fucking fools. You think blacksmithing has like racial undertones?
No.
Okay.
I think that's just the name of it.
Okay.
Black male, that has racial undertones.
What does?
Black male.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Is it like blackmail MLE?
Blackmail. You know the word blackmail?
Yeah,
Like, I'm
MALE.
gonna blackmail you.
I know, but
I'm gonna use something against you and make you do something I want. That's bad, and it's called blackmail.
do you think
Now
blacklisting?
I got to look up where the origin of that came from.
What about blacklisting?
Yeah, everything black is bad, but a white lie, oh my god, there's nothing wrong with that. You can tell them all day. The fuck?
Yeah, it's a lie doesn't count. That's like an honorable, I love you so much, I had to tell a lie. That sounds like a white male made that up, eh? Fucking genius, though.
Everything.
Live from Atlanta, Montreal, and Kansas City with Chris Rucker, J-Bomb, and Ad Meyer. Grab a drink. We're live.
Welcome to 80 Proof, episode who knows.
69.
knows,
It's always
baby?
69.
Here on youtube.com, powered by fullpresscoverage.com. Go there for all your sporting wants and needs, where I am sure they will talk about the humongous game coming up this weekend between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys, and talk about how the college football playoff bent over and dry fucked the Florida State Seminoles.
What's that called?
Doesn't it seem like it every year? Isn't there like some controversy around the college football stuff? Like
Most
somebody
times.
always gets fucked.
Most times it works itself out. I think this year it worked itself out, but college football lets you know that money is way more important than what these kids do throughout the year. How can you have a Power 5 conference champion that's undefeated not make the top 4, but two teams that have one loss made the top 4? Why, you ask? Because the one team that should have been out was Alabama, and they represent the SEC, and there is no way that they're not going to have a SEC team in there.
Well, Alabama, they get all the favors in college football. They always are the star of the show, whether they're doing good or not. They always get put the spot. They're kind of like, kind of want to say Dallas Cowboys. Like even when Alabama's not doing good, they're still getting talked about.
Yeah, if Georgia just would have beat them, we wouldn't be going through all this right now. But yeah, so that's what Full Press Coverage is doing. How the fuck are y'all doing?
I'm tired. I just fucking housed a whole pizza.
Ooh, that sounds so good.
A whole one, like a thin crust or deep dish, or
Actually, I don't know what it's considered, but remember I told you about the Surfer Boy pizzas from Stranger Things that they sell at the store? Yeah, it was one of those.
I've had those before. They're
Wait,
decent.
what? 80, what?
Surfer Boy pizza from Stranger Things.
The TV
It's
show?
a brand now.
Yeah,
Oh,
they have pizza.
Yeah, they sell it at the store. And dude, for frozen pizza, it's the shit.
it's
It's
good?
like $7. It's like $7.
That's not that cheap.
Yeah, it was.
That's not that cheap, I'm saying.
For frozen pizza, how's it not?
I don't know, man. Frozen pizzas up here are like $3.
What, like a Tostino's?
Tostinos, no, that's some bougie shit. We have
Yeah, I like Freshetta.
Dr.
that's
Oetker. Do you guys have that?
No.
No.
Oh.
Is it maple syrup on the crust?
I bet you that's good.
It's your world, man.
I think that would be really good, actually. I don't know if anybody's tried that before, but I think that would be really tasty.
I've never tried it.
I think you might have discovered
Man,
something.
That opening, like, I've been stewing on that shit all day. Jay, I'm going to send you this clip to play from TikTok that was a topic from last week. If we can play it, we can do it now or later or
Our
whatever.
TikTok?
No, it's not. Our TikTok, us talking about it, reminded me of it. But I want to show you this TikTok, what sparked that topic.
Okay, well, send it to me on Discord. And if y'all
Yeah.
aren't in our Discord chat, get in there now. If you enjoy the show, you're gonna enjoy that kind of stuff. So it's debauchery.
Here, I said it in our side chat on Discord, but I want you to see. We were talking about the people. Oh, look at me and the hardos that get up at 4 a.m. Check this fucking guy out.
All right, let's take a look here. Oh, I gotta click on the link. I'm an idiot. Hold on. Let's go. Hopefully there's no porn here. All right. Hold on. I wasn't prepped for this. Let's go.
So I'm up at 4 a.m. From 4 to 4:20, I do a book on double speed, so I'm listening. At 4:20, I'm on the treadmill with my wife, and we're doing an active meditation together for 40 minutes. It includes a reverie where we're basically aligning the pharmacy
Okay,
of the
stop.
body
I don't
to
wanna hear anymore.
overdopamine in the mind by gratitude,
You're gonna make me throw
serotonin in
up.
the brain.
I know this guy. I know him from somewhere.
I don't. That type of shit right there just annoys me.
There's no way.
I'm on the treadmill doing an active meditation.
I was watching.
Shut up.
I saw somebody post. It was on Twitter the other day, and the girl was like, well, "What do y'all do for work?" Because the woman was like, "We get up at 4 a.m. and then my husband walks the kids around the neighborhood to wake up, and then I go do yoga, and then by 4:30 we're doing this, and by 5 o'clock we're doing this, and
Bullshit.
by 5:30 we're doing." And it's like, no, the fuck you're not.
You're not.
Like, you live in a damn near a mansion. Like, what are y'all doing for a living? How are
Mm.
you earning money? You don't earn money by doing an active meditation.
No. Mm-mm. And I bet you they do it for a week, and then they're like, "This is our lifestyle now."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're just in good shape and probably just do a regular fucking workout routine like everybody else, and they have really good genes.
Yeah, and they're probably recording at like 4 in the afternoon, and they're like, "Oh, we just woke up at 4 a.m." Like, nobody's doing that shit. Nobody is doing
They
it.
said they took their kids to hockey practice at 5 o'clock before school starts.
That I could believe. That's a real thing.
Their kids were 6 and 7.
That's a real thing.
Mm.
It's horrible. I
They
remember,
must have been Canadian.
Yeah. Are they Canadian?
I don't know who the fuck they were. They were white.
No. I
Canadian.
growing up, I was always like, "Oh, I'm 100% going to be that hockey dad." Until I looked into what it takes to be a hockey dad, and I was like, "I'm not. There's no way. There's just no way."
Hey, you kind of are a hockey dad, except you just play it online.
Oh fuck yeah, buddy.
They used to let us go into school early and lift weights before school, but I mean, it was like an hour before school started. It wasn't 4 in the morning.
I don't think people should be doing anything that active before 6 in the morning.
No, like I consider if you're getting up before 5 a.m., you're absolutely crazy.
What if you got to go to work?
That's the exception.
Yeah, that's the exception. But you are living in a different world if you're getting up to work at that time.
Usually you're off before everybody else is off. So
No, I get that, but like, you know what the feeling is when you get on the road at 4:30 a.m. Like, there's a different feel to that world. It's a really good feeling when you're wide awake at that time. I get it, but it's like a whole completely different universe being up at that time.
Yeah, for about the first 3 hours.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the rest of the world wakes up. You're like, where the fuck y'all been?
Yeah.
I've been out here grinding. Where you pussies been?
Fucking day's half over.
I've been out here posting on my Instagram. Where you been? It's more like that. That shit drives me fucking absolute bonkers, man. I mean, good for them for doing it. Shut up about it. Like, what the fuck, man?
They're almost as bad as vegans.
Oh, dude, I was just about to say it, okay? I'm not going to name names or situations, but I met somebody this week, and within I would say 20 minutes of speaking to them, I knew all 3 of their pets' names, what breeds of animal they were. I knew that they refer to their spouse as partner instead of boyfriend or girlfriend, and that they were vegan. So you can tell how much I enjoyed that conversation and how much I like that person.
I think that's weird that people call their significant other their partner, especially when they're not gay. If they're gay, do it all day long.
Yeah.
I get it. That used to be the code word for gay. This is my partner, Jim.
I kind of feel like, okay, so like there's a type of person who usually uses that term, right? They're very supportive of other groups of people. If you catch my drift of the alphabet, I think that they're kind of like, posing a bit. Because you're like, oh, your partner, you say. They're like, yeah. And you're like, and they're like, no, not no. And you're like, bitch, why'd you fake me out like that? Like, really?
Dude, when I went to Tampa and I was a supervisor, I took my whole team out for dinner, and they could bring a +1. And this dude, Julio, that worked for me, he kept telling me, I'm going to bring my partner. He's like, oh man, I didn't know he was gay. Fuck. All right, cool. And he just, every day, my partner's coming, shows up, smoking ass girlfriend. I'm like, why is that your partner? Like,
dude, what are you doing? Like, let us know. Share the hotness with us. Let us know the vibe,
Like I expected Dave to show up with him, but no.
I gotta think that either their relationship or their life is very uninteresting. If you gotta like flaunt that little like, well, I'm gonna be mysterious in my description of the person that I sleep with just to see if I can garner a little bit more attention.
People are weird.
Crazy.
People are weird, dude.
Are they weird or are they crazy? Are we like, I know people are like, oh, crazy times. We're living in wild times. No, dude, this is, I watched a bit of the Republican debate the other day. And
Why?
because I was, honestly, you want to know how it happened? I was trying to compare our live show on YouTube to other live shows on YouTube. And there was like nothing but that live on YouTube. So I click into it and I got caught up for like 20 minutes. And it is insane. It is a bunch of babies complaining to each other. No, you signed the bill for transgenders. No, I didn't. I don't like them. I've reformed my decision. And they're just, what the fuck is going on, man? How is this the biggest topic? Oh, still.
Government sucks.
But and like thousands of people watching.
Oh yeah, it's like the hottest fucking show on TV when it's on.
Billions and billions and billions.
I don't understand.
Billions.
I mean, why don't people talk about like,
You know where they're from?
who?
No,
It didn't work.
it didn't work.
No.
It came through on my headphones.
No,
Where-
you suck at technology, man.
Where are they from?
China.
Oh.
You can't hear my button?
No. Did you hear it, Chris?
I didn't hear shit.
Yeah. What a
Oh,
fail, man.
Do I have my stream deck muted? Am I
heard-
that
I
bad?
heard the joke falling flat as a motherfucker.
Oh. Get your
Why is it-
get your groove back, bud. Come on, dude.
You got to be hearing that.
No. It's just horrible. This is a horrible listening experience.
Okay. It's coming through on my sound levels.
I tell you what, Jay, when you watch other people's live YouTube shows, this shit doesn't happen.
You know what? It's frustrating because comparatively, our show is way better. Like, it is better looking, better produced, all those kind of things. However, I don't know how these people have 15, 16,000 people watching them.
Because we're not wearing a bikini in a bathtub playing
No.
Jenga.
Dude, there's this podcast, I don't remember what it's called. Seriously, it's just 6 black dudes sitting on 2 couches. And there's like 27,000 people watching.
That's probably entertaining, though.
I'm sure it is, okay? But here's my
Yeah.
thing. How do we tune into, the black side of the internet, Chris?
Me and AJ have been trying to for months now.
Can you get us in?
We can't seem to get across on Black Twitter on wrestling side.
Because there is like a whole subculture of that. And yeah, what the fuck, man? Get us in.
You get me into the white side.
You're in the white side. It's
Yeah,
not
dude,
fun.
you've been in this white side for a while, man.
There's only 6 of y'all.
If you have a wrestling podcast, you're on the white side, dude.
Actually, Black Twitter's got a really good wrestling podcast following, I find.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And me and
Yeah.
EJ can't fucking seem to get over. Maybe I waited too long.
Possibly. But yeah, I mean, I think I've watched enough. Yeah, I've seen Life. I think I can pass.
That's for what?
For being accepted into the culture.
No.
No?
Yeah. They would renege on your entrance.
What'd you
so
say?
quick.
Whoa.
This is, are the black guys hot? That's probably why.
They weren't even like good looking dudes, man. They had like face tattoos and a whole bunch of shit, and they weren't even talking about anything. They were all just kind of like no one's talking in their mic. They're all talking like this. And anyways, look, they're doing.
I've seen there's some really popular streamers like that are like young black dudes that are all tatted up on their faces and shit. And that shit is just so uninteresting. They'll have like 500,000 people watching.
Yeah, and there's like 20 people with a microphone, and they're all just talking over each other.
They don't even have a microphone. They're just in a room like playing jokes on each other and shit.
It's like, what's the deal? What's the allure? What are we doing wrong?
That apparently we need to be in the same room.
I do agree with that. Being in the same room is a huge change.
Yeah, so when you guys moving to Kansas City?
Never been there, done that, got a t-shirt.
Okay, well, if we all had to go, let's say that we spontaneously get a bit of success, and somebody's like, "Oh, we'd like to help you out. We just got to get you guys all in the same room." What city are we going to?
You're coming to Kansas City because I can't leave the state.
Going to Las Vegas.
Oh, actually, that's a good idea. I think we should pick a third party.
Yeah.
A third party place.
Third
Hey.
party city.
What? I'm working. Is that for me? No, that's for Sydney. Sorry.
What is it? Show me.
Yeah, come on, show the class.
No,
Share it
it's,
with the class.
it's like a little stuffed animal, man. It's not interesting.
It is yours. Don't lie. Just because your friends are here, you want to act like it's not yours.
It's not mine. We bought it for him today. You know what I had to do? Actually, I really enjoyed it. Now that I don't drink anymore, I really enjoy the family stuff. My kids had one of those. Shit, is that bad? I was not.
It might be a sign that you had a problem before.
Yeah, I wasn't looking for a laugh on that. Damn. Okay. Yeah, it was like my kids' like Christmas recital thing, and they sing and shit outside. And like, bro, I was bobbing and
But last year around this time, you were like, "Fuck, I can't wait to get home."
I didn't even go.
Damn.
Yeah.
Already drunk.
Yeah. And like the whole time I'd be there, I'd be like, this is so fucking gay, you know? Like, how do I get out of this? Where's the drinks? How is everybody else in here? Why are these guys smiling? What is wrong with these people? And
Everybody was probably drunk or high.
no, they weren't. They're all normal.
No, parents will definitely take a roadie with them and stuff like that.
Possibly. That's what I always thought, but I don't think so. And they were like really, really into it. And I was into it tonight. I sang along and shit.
And nobody was high. It seems like that Canada, for being one of the first to legalize weed, there's not a lot of weed smokers up there.
What are you, stupid?
I mean,
it's like
just from my
99%.
view.
No, everybody smokes weed here. Everybody.
Smoke weed or like do edibles?
Both. Like everybody smoked weed when it was illegal, and then once it became legal, they smoked weed, and now they're doing edibles too.
Hmm.
Like I swear to God, it's the most popular thing in the world here.
Is shrooms still a big thing up there?
It's getting there.
Wait, you haven't drank in a long, long time. What about shrooms?
I've done shrooms twice since being sober, and I will say this: doing shrooms for the first time without drinking was a hell of an experience, and I forgot how powerful mushrooms are alone. Yeah, because I like we have this annual poker tournament that Jeff puts on. It's like a scholarship thing, and the first year I did it at the tables and freaked the fuck out, and this year I was like, oh, I'm gonna be, more mature about it, and I'm gonna wait till after the tables, and then I was like, well, since I'm not drinking, I'll take a bunch. Bro, I've never seen shit move when I'm on shrooms, and I swear to God, the room was just doing this, man.
Jenny Penny, whoever that is, says they're rolling as you speak.
Oh, sick. What
In
is
DMA, ecstasy, Molly? What are we talking?
Wow. Oh, I think she means rolling up a joint.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a bit of a delay on the chat on YouTube, but if she catches on, we were assuming you were rolling, rolling.
Rolling with
Who-
the homies.
whose
Hot
Zoom's
man.
freezing? Is it mine?
No,
Probably.
I don't know. I haven't noticed.
If I could do weed, I wouldn't smoke it. I'd just do edibles because what's the point? In walking around Vegas, it's all you smell, and it's just like who's still smoking weed this time of year? Like 2023, the future's here.
Right. Well, when I went to Vegas with you, that's before Missouri legalized it. And we walked out of that first night, we went to the Aria, right? And we split up and left from there. I walked out and there's just people lined up in front of Aria smoking blunts. And I'm like, it was a shell shock, man. I've never seen that.
Really? That's
Yeah,
like
not in public. Like, you got to realize that there's still like 40 states here that it's highly illegal. Like, you can go to fucking jail for it.
And the cops are just right there. Like they have a police station right there on Fremont Street, and people are just smoking weed as they walk by. You got a person pushing a stroller over here with a 3-year-old baby, and the person right next to him is just blowing weed air in it. And it's like, ugh.
it's legal in Vegas, though, isn't it?
It is everywhere that it's legal, though. You're not allowed to do it in public, or you're not supposed to. But
Oh.
Vegas is the Wild West of
Well,
the United States.
There's some places and some events that the cops kind of turn their head to. I remember way back when going to the Up in Smoke tour in like the
Mm.
early 2000s, and everybody just smoking weed. Like it was just a big cloud at the Lakewood Amphitheater, and there was cops everywhere. But it's like, what are you 60 cops gonna arrest everybody?
Right. Well, they have events here now that are like that down at the River Market. They have like a venue that like the promoter can buy like a weed exemption thing and you can just freely smoke weed there. But like you can't stand outside of Applebee's smoking a fucking joint here.
Me and Jenny Penny, whoever that is, live completely different lives. They apparently roll joints to relax. Like the process makes them relax. Ironing makes me relax.
Ironing?
You couldn't tell by my wrinkled ass shirt because I was running late, but yeah, ironing makes me relax.
You iron t-shirts?
I iron damn near everything I wear.
I haven't ever ironed anything.
Yeah, I don't even know how to use those.
It's called a dryer to get the wrinkles out.
We were in Vegas. It was me, Tabitha, my buddy Nate, whose birthday it was, and his wife. And I was like, I can't go out like this. And we had to go back up to the room, and they all sat there while I ironed my shirt.
You use a hotel iron?
Fuck yeah!
You're the only person I met that's ever done that.
I thought those were there just for show.
No, I put water in it and everything.
Okay, so Tabitha's doubling down on you, saying that you are obsessed with ironing, bro. It's 2023, right? You're talking about people rolling joints, bro. Get a steam machine.
I don't want that. I like iron. I like the process of ironing.
Yeah, but okay, I get it, right? I get the relaxation of it. It's kind of like having a cup of tea, right? The sound is very soothing. That I get it, but I've seen somebody with these steam machines, and there's like a little hanger. You put your shirt on it, and then you pull the little thing off, and you're like,
nope. I like creases, like the crease going down your sleeve when it's a dress shirt.
yeah, with a dress shirt, but you don't want a crease on a t-shirt, man.
Okay.
Do you crease your jeans?
No, it's so fucking 1998. Well, I used to starch the shit out of some jeans when I lived in Kansas City. Though you go through like a fucking bottle of starch every week.
What is
You take your pants off and they just stand up on their own?
By themselves.
What the fuck is that?
Starch. It was what you put on before you iron. It made your jeans really hard back in the
Really
day.
crunchy. That's what like the Cowboys still do it to their jeans. They're just really crunchy.
Why do you want?
They make the crease fucking stay there all day. It was a style back then. And if you use too much of it or your clothes were dirty, your pants would get shiny. So people could tell that your jeans weren't clean.
Like a dress shirt crease down the middle of your jean?
Look up starch jeans like in the 90s if you can. Maybe they got some on there.
I remember in school about 98, we would go buy Dickies and then we would lay them under our mattress for like a week to get that permanent crease in there.
One of the Saint Lunatics literally had a CD called Heavy Starch.
Yeah, all E.
Yeah, we were still fucking starching our jeans back then.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So you would crease the front down the pant leg like a dress?
Yeah.
Who the fuck wore that?
We all did back in 98, man.
For realsies? I had no idea. That is not a good look, man.
Stayflow was a good starch.
Wow. Okay. I guess you learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Is that part of the culture, or is it?
It used to. I mean, nobody does it anymore.
Okay.
No, everybody did it back then, man.
Everybody did it back then. Though it started with. I mean, I didn't know Cowboys did it, but I thought it started in the hood. But I guess it was a country thing too.
No, the Cowboys still do it. They're still heavy starch.
And it's like starch, like that you like stuff you can eat there.
No, like the spray starch, man. It's almost like hairspray.
I kind of want to go get some now and iron a pair of my jeans like that. Just
oh my god! It's like, oh, I miss ironing. I'm thinking about ironing, talking about ironing. Look at the way he's just like thinking, rubbing his lip. He's getting all fucking soft and
I'm fucking yeah. I'm having what do you call it? When you don't have alcohol for a long time.
You withdraw?
Yeah, I'm having starch withdrawals.
Oh,
about it, and you get the kind that smells good too. Oh boy,
wow.
It was like a process to go to school the next day. You lay that shit out. You iron for like an hour and a half. Then you call your girlfriend and talk until you fall asleep. Get up the next day, jeans already starched, white t-shirt, crisp. Shit, those are the days.
Wow.
Nobody in Canada did this. This is like foreign to you.
Dude, I don't think so, but I'm pretty much not like too savvy with knowing what's going on. So possibly it was a thing. I didn't put much effort into dressing ever in my life, so I'm probably not the best to ask.
So you never starched your jeans?
No, definitely not. I don't know. I didn't. I always thought starch jeans was just another word for acid wash.
No. Acid wash jeans were the worst like idea ever. The fucking AC Slater jeans.
EJ, talk a girlfriend until you fall asleep. Cute. Ooh, doubling down. Rucker still does it. I love it.
EJ, don't act like you don't fucking talk to those Tinder hoes till you fall asleep.
Right.
Telling all 6 of them, good night, boo.
Send a text in the morning. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful.
You need to get an app to keep up with that. He's got fucking AI texting all his bitches.
Set reminders on his phone.
Seriously.
Text Shayna at 6:57.
Do you ever roll multiples like that back in the day?
Yes. Oh my God. The name Shayna just says slut, by the way. I've known 3 Shaynas in my life. One was a stripper, and the other 2 were definitely sluts.
I know one that she was kind of hot back in the day, but she turned into a crackhead, so kind of the same thing.
She was a slut back in the 90s. Today, she'd be somebody that's
celebrated
one with her sexuality, like taking control of her womanhood or whatever you'd call it. So I don't want to slut shame. I don't mean to call her a slut. She was free.
She'd be inspiring these days.
I don't know whenever I think we've talked about this, but I don't know when I ever shamed a slut. I'd be like, oh, she's a slut. That's cool.
Right.
Awesome.
You don't tell anybody, but you call her too. You're like, hey,
Yeah.
I hear some things.
You can do that thing that I might like. I don't know.
Especially if it's one of those local ones and it's like 2:30 and the bar lights are about to come on and you're like, well,
your buddies are like, don't mess with her. She's a slut. Okay. I won't.
I'll see you guys outside.
Yeah. It's like, oh shit, I better get home, you know?
I gotta run back in and go to the bathroom real quick. I'll catch up with y'all.
Yeah. Squad's on, boys. I'm gonna be bouncing early. Anyways, we got a pretty good show tonight. We got a lot of topics, finally. We're gonna be talking about Christmas movie playlists. Rucker, we gotta hear about your trip to Vegas. I want to hear about that hockey game. I hope you went. Oh, I don't think you did.
I didn't.
What a fucking bum.
It was my fault too. It was all my fault.
You got too drunk too early, didn't you?
No, I'll let you know what happened. It's better than that.
Oh, good. I'm excited. And then we have asking for a friend after, which is our.
Do you have one?
Yeah, we got one. Yeah, we do.
Sick.
Yeah, so that's a new segment we're gonna do. We're gonna try and do one at least every show. But we need the the chat to participate and the guys in Discord and the girls in Discord and all that kind of stuff. Let us know. You don't have to be. You could be anonymous. It doesn't really matter. You can tell us you're just asking for a friend. But we'd like to give our advice, even though you're not asking for it. But we like to give it. So yeah, you want to take a break and come back to topics?
Sure.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back. Hey, Proof.
Seen it all. end, where the fun ain't got no end. Oh, can't go home alone again. Need someone to numb the pain.
What up, brothers?
What up?
Hey,
We're back.
we need Xmas merch, man. We got the Halloween shit still up there.
Oh man, I wish you would have told me earlier.
Why, you had time to kill?
No, I could have got it in the works.
Well, it's still early. It's still December, man.
Yeah, but by the time people order it and get it, it'll be damn near over with.
Damn it. Fucked it up.
But we know for next year if we're still around.
Oh. What does that mean?
I don't
We
know.
might get canceled.
Life happens.
Hey, if we haven't been canceled yet, I guess you got to be someone to be canceled, right? My
So I
dream is
guess,
to be canceled, bros. Literally.
I'll try not to take up too much time with the Vegas stuff, since it's like a reoccurring thing now. But one thing I've learned is I'm getting more comfortable in airplanes.
Good.
No, not really, not completely, but like we were on our way back and the guy says, the pilot comes on. Well, first off, the flight back was very smooth. Takeoff was smooth. We were up there smooth. The only like turbulence just so happened to coincide with the pilot having to go to the bathroom. And so I'm like, does the co-pilot know how to fucking fly? Because we didn't really start shaking till this motherfucker started flying. So we get ready to land in Atlanta, and the pilot says, yeah, it's 50 degrees, and we got about 20-mile-per-hour winds. And Tabitha was like, it's going to be a bumpy landing. And boy, was she right. At one point, the plane was doing this shit here. It was going back and forth when we were coming down. And then all of a sudden, like in the middle of the plane shaking, the pilot just turned hard right.
Ooh.
Like it was almost like the wind made us fucking turn.
That's
And
fun.
I was like, didn't really bother me. It bothered somebody else. I ain't gonna say no names. So I'm getting a little bit more comfortable flying. I still don't like to take off. Once we get up there and we're fucking like just cruising, I'm all right. But every now and then I freak myself out and realize, oh shit, we're 30,000 feet in the air. Like if
That's good though that you're forgetting while you're up there, man.
something goes wrong, we're fucked.
I used to be a really nervous flyer, and yeah, it was the takeoff and the landing that are the scariest part. And then I went through that same process, man. You start forgetting that you're up in the air, and then by the end of it, man, you're like, I've landed so many fucking times, man. It's no big deal.
The landing's fine. I'm excited when they're like, we'll be on the ground in 20 minutes. I'm like, fuck yeah. Once I can see people in their yard, I'm like, all right, if we crash now, like I think we might live.
Yeah, but that's the time where you do crash and die, man. Is the
But look,
landing.
I have this irrational thought every fucking time we get ready to land. When we get about 2,000-3,000 feet off the ground, I'm like, I didn't hear the landing gear go down. Like, did they forget? And I'm literally like, they didn't put the fucking landing gear down. Like, is somebody down there watching the spot for that? But yeah, that's just my irrational flight shit. Vegas was fun. We got there late Friday night. Brent picked us up, went and met up with Ian Kennedy and a bunch of Cavino and Rich listeners.
Nice.
And drank with them for a while, and then Saturday met up with my buddy. Saturday we checked into the hotel, got really lucky.
Where'd you stay?
We stayed at the D on Fremont Street.
Oh, damn. You stayed on Fremont?
Yeah.
Ooh,
It was fun.
I bet.
So we went early as fuck. We went at like 12:30, and you don't check into like 4. And we were just checking, and the lady goes, yeah, it's only one room available right now. And we got it. So we were able to put our shit down, go to brunch, met up with a few more people. And then everybody was together. Like my friend Nate, his wife, all the Cavino and Rich people. We're all hanging out. We're talking about the hockey game. That was the plan. The plan was to go to the hockey game. Then your boy Rucker got on a little hot streak on the roulette table.
Oh,
yeah.
And I didn't want to leave.
Hey, never leave when you're on a heater is what they say.
Sounds like a
That's
fair
what
weather
keep saying.
hockey fan to me. I don't know.
It was also like real inconvenient too. Like we still had to buy tickets. We would have had to get there. Like,
Oh, you didn't have tickets?
No, I was waiting till the day of till they
I
went
bet
down.
you were never going to make it.
What are you talking about? You always buy tickets and stuff the day of.
No. Oh,
Yeah, that's
sorry.
when they're the cheapest.
Okay, well in Canada you can't. They sell out in like an hour at the beginning of the season. So,
Oh no, we do resale tickets and shit like SeatGeek and StubHub.
well, they're not expensive. They're not cheap.
I was
I'll tell you.
definitely excited about going to the game, and then like my number kept hitting. Um, so I sat down. I took $700 with me to Vegas because I didn't know I had like 200 left over from Mexico. So I went to the ATM and got 200 500 out before I left. Like, all right, this is what I'm gonna gamble and spend when I get there. And I spent I think like $200 in cash just on drinks. And so we went to this bar called Hogs and Heifers. It's a biker bar.
Mhm.
I loved it. But they only take cash. They don't take card. So buying
Good business
everybody
plan.
rounds, which I don't normally do. Y'all know that from the show. Like I'm not the guy to buy rounds, but it was a special event. It was my buddy's birthday, meeting up with everybody. But I went out there with $700 and I came home with 2,600.
Wow.
Damn.
And that's including the cash that I spent on other shit. Like I've never had a streak of roulette like I was. And I could have walked away with a lot more if I would have stopped, but you keep on playing. But at one point I went from using $5 chips, which is what I always use, to like betting with $25 chips. And then when I was losing, it was like, whatever, I still got all these fucking chips over here.
Oh shit.
High roller.
That's a nice little run.
So Sunday, well, Saturday night we go out. Like I said, it's my buddy's birthday. We're supposed to go to Speakeasy. They didn't have room, so we got a drink at this really douchey bar, and the drinks are way too expensive. So we left. Went back to Hogs and Heifers and got really drunk and decided we were going to go sing karaoke at the Cats and Meow.
I like it.
Now, somewhere along the way, Tabitha and myself only had brunch to eat that day and didn't realize that we hadn't eaten. So around 2 a.m., and we're waiting on our turn to sing karaoke. I'm like, we need to go. Like, I'm drunk. Like, in the next 30 minutes, it is not going to be a pretty sight if I don't get my ass to sleep. So next day we wake up, Tabitha is hungover, like she had never drank before. We went to brunch and she was sitting there and she was like, I can't stay here. And I told her, I was like, you want me to walk you back to the room? She's like, no, all your friends are here. Like, you stay, just give me the room key. And I was like, don't say bye to anybody. Just fucking walk out. And when they ask about you, I'll tell them what happened. Because, we had like a group of 10 people at the table. And if she's like, hey, I got to go back, everybody's going to be like, oh,
yeah,
good call. Sure? Do you need anything? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
good
it was
call.
a 30-minute ordeal.
Yeah, that's an Irish exit situation.
That's a smart way to do it.
She went back to the room, and I think she was up there for about 4 hours, maybe. So I hung out at the bar and drank a little bit, watched a little bit of football, and then when everybody left, I was like, well, fuck, I got some chips in my pocket. Let me go sit at the roulette table. Oh. And this is the weird thing that happened. I hit one really big one, and the lady, when you hit a lot, they have to verify with the pit boss before they pay you out to make sure that they're paying you out correctly because they don't want to pay you too much. So he's like, yeah. And he's like looking at me. I keep playing. I go a couple rounds and I hit again. And I look up and he's standing next to me. He's like, hey, you got a player's card? I'm like, no, I don't. He's like, well, if you give me your ID, I'll take you over there and get you one. Now, I don't know if you know anything about casinos. To get a player's card, you got to go like wait in line and register it with your identification and fill all this shit out. He did all that for me. Brings the card back, hands me my ID, and he's like, so you're from Georgia. When's the next time you're coming out here? I was like, I don't know. I come out here maybe twice a year. And he's standing there. Bam, I hit again. He's like, all right, well, this is my name. Gives me his card. Next time you come out here, give me a call. 3 nights on me. It's like
this is the pit boss?
Yeah. Well, he was the I can't remember his official title, but he was the one in charge of all the games and shit right there.
Okay.
And I was
like, that's a pit boss. Yeah.
Nice.
He should have been. He probably thought you were like some high roller or some shit. You should have been like Chris Rucker, 80 Proof Podcast.
Oh yeah.
I think what it is he saw me winning, so he wants me to come back to try to get that money back from
me. Of course. Yeah. You should.
I mean, but really though, I mean, Vegas, they're used to seeing like some people win some real fucking money. I mean, you weren't winning money to where it's like, oh fuck, the casino's hurting, right? Or I mean, were you up that much and you only came home with 27?
Yeah, I was up a lot when he was standing there, and I kept playing.
Like how much? What was your peak? What would you get up to?
I don't know. I wasn't counting, but I remember. So if you hit a number, it's 35 to 1 odds,
and then there's other bets you can place. And I remember one time I bet on the number 4, which I always bet on, and then I bet on black, and then I bet on the first third, which is where the 4 is, and I hit all 3 of them at one time. 35 to 1 odds with $5 chips on the number falling. And then I think I had like 100 on black and like 100 on the third. So just on the outside, I won 400 by betting 200, and then you multiply $5 by 35.
Wow.
That's how much I won there. And that was just on one roll. And I was winning like 2 and 3 times in a row, like to the point where I wasn't even counting my chips up yet.
Damn.
But then I would go on losing streaks because I get greedy and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna put 50 on there now instead of," you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna really kick their ass. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. What else happened in Vegas?
Did you guys go
We
to the
did-
door?
So
Oh,
go through the list of people that you met, because I was wondering how many actually came out there.
It wasn't a lot. It was Ian Kennedy. He was out there. Black Ice was out there. I met Wes and Bree. I met Matt was out there. There's a guy named Geoff out there. Shit. Am I forgetting anybody? I hope I'm not. Not that they're watching, but there's a few people out there. And then I said my buddy Nate and his wife were out there. It was their first time in Vegas for their 40th. And his wife is a planner. So like the day Tabitha was hung over, they had already been up since 6:30 to go do a gondola ride because
Oh
she
my
had already
God.
paid for it and all that.
At the Venetian?
No, they stayed at the Strat.
Oh, okay. Oh, really? Isn't that
Yeah.
the fucking that's off the strip, isn't it?
That's the Space Needle. It's at one end of the strip. That's where I stayed the first time I went.
Yeah.
It's on
Okay.
the end of the strip, right on the way to the airport.
Mhm.
We didn't make it to the green door because this was my takeaway. I feel like Friday to Monday in Vegas is good if you go Friday morning. If you go Friday night, you get there, the time change. Like we were up almost 24 hours,
Mhm.
right? So then you got all day Saturday, but Sunday, Tabitha was fucking hung over the half the day. So it's like, well, we got to be up at 5 because our plane left at 8 because there was no planes in between 8 a.m. and like 9 p.m. for whatever reason. Like all the flights are booked.
Hmm.
We had to be up at 5. So we just kind of took it easy Sunday night. Sunday's usually the night we would go to the green door, but we didn't do that this time. But I feel like
Sunday
3
of all days, eh, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 full days in Vegas, I think is all you need. But 2 days is not enough. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You gotta it's you gotta time yourself well when you go to Vegas, right?
Yeah, it was fun showing everybody my the bartender Admire on Fremont that does the fucking drinks that are like, so I didn't know they had sizes, by the way, Admire. You remember the drinks we bought that night, if you remember? So they have sizes now. There's like the 16 ounce, the 20 ounce, and then there's a boot for $25.
Yeah, I seen Ian had the boot.
Yeah. So I get the second to the biggest one, which is a $20 drink. The guy has a 2-liter of Jack Daniels. It was probably that much in the Jack Daniels 2-liter. He empties it out, and I'm thinking, okay, well, that's enough. Turns around, opens another fucking bottle, and fills it damn near up. And he's like, "Is this good?" I'm like, "Is it good? I kind of want you to pour some back in the bottle. Like, I can't drink all that shit." What? I don't know what's happening in the chat. But
Pinning
yeah,
pinning it.
That was fun showing people my my bartender out there. We didn't do anything new this time. We went to Hogs and Heifers a couple times, which is Tabitha and Amanda, Nate's wife, got on the bar and danced with the chicks that work at Hogs and Heifers, which was fun.
Mhm.
Nobody got like embarrassingly drunk. Nobody did anything stupid. It's a good time.
Come on. We need more than that. It's Vegas.
And like I said, here's the funny thing. When I went to cash my chips in, I had $2,400 chips. So I took 20 of them and I went to go cash them in, and they had to like verify that I won them because they track you with your little player's card. So because it was so much, she fucking had to call and get it approved to give me my money.
Do they tax you right there?
No, you gotta make a certain amount before they tax you.
Do you have to claim that money now?
I hope not.
I wouldn't.
I think you got to make like, if it's over 10,000, I think they do tax you right then and there.
So what do you get with this player's card then?
They track your playtime and all that. You get points that you can spend at like their restaurants and on drinks and shit like that. Like you build points the longer and the more you play, or if you go and you buy something in their store, you use your player card, you get it's like a credit card almost.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
The more you use it, the more points you get.
Is it
And
burning
then
a hole in your pocket right now? You're like just planning your next trip out there?
I already have. Actually, I just booked it today. I called my guy today. No, I'm kidding.
Chris
Uh,
Rucker, 80 Proof Podcast. Let's letting you know I'll be in this December.
He's gonna feel real stupid if the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl and they need a room. Be like, remember what you said, motherfucker?
you need to, yeah, you should have totally plugged us and tried to get it for all of us.
Well, I wouldn't worry about that shit. I was on a high streak. I just wanted him to quit talking to me.
You know what we need? We need stickers, and we need to send them with Rucker when he goes traveling all these times, and you just slap them in every bathroom you go.
We tried to do that for Talkmania, and then like an idiot before, like when we went to WrestleMania, I got all these stickers made, and then, you know, my stupid Canadian ass, always being careful, Googled what the consequences are of doing things like that. And like you pretty much put all of your information on that sticker, and I've heard a lot of people get fucking busted for that shit.
Dude, you gave it to some kids and they fucking did it.
I know, but like, you know, the Canadian, you know, that's like afraid of guns and shit in me. This, you know, like, ooh. But I'm down. Now I'm down because I'm Americanized. But yeah.
Yeah, we don't care about that shit. People write graffiti and pee all over the walls and shit.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out what's going on with this camera.
Yeah, it's just brutal out there.
It wasn't doing it until I clicked on my camera settings, and then it started doing it.
Oh, you dumbass. Why fuck with shit when it works?
I was like, why is it not doing it this time?
You are dark, though. I'm not going to lie. You're too dark. You need more
too
light
dark?
in that room. Yeah, man. Look at me and Rucker. We're looking fucking fly as
I
shit.
thought I looked washed out.
Well, you look like you're a floating head, man. Better.
Sorry, I'm not good enough for you, Dad.
You're not good enough, son. God.
Shout out to my buddy Brent letting us stay at his house and then driving us around while we're drunk all the time.
He doesn't drink.
Oh, he did it again.
It goes a long way. I was like, why don't you just fucking like you play poker all day, every day? I'm sure you got plenty comp nights at whatever hotels you play at. Why not just get a room when we come in and just like take the night off from being responsible dad? And he's like, well, oh no, I really don't want to get drunk anymore. I'll just smoke a little weed. And, you know, if y'all need to drive, I'll drive. And he lets us stay at his house and like use his washer and shit like that because we smelled like cigarette smoke the first night.
Yeah.
Did you happen to ask him if he still had that porn tape that we could watch?
Oh, yeah.
I texted him the night we talked about it and he gave me the LOL and said, yeah, I'm the man for doing that.
He is the man for doing that.
I'm sure he does have it though.
How often do you think he slaps that thing on the old VHS?
Is he with the same girl still?
No, he was never with that girl. It was just some chick he was banging.
Oh,
That's cool.
I don't think they were dating at the time. I think
no, the chick that I met that he was with, is he still with that chick?
Ooh, when did you go there?
We went last October, I think.
I don't think she's with the same girl that you met. He's with a different. They got the same name though.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. And weirdly, I still call her Megan, even though that's Brent's like girlfriend from years ago that he was with forever.
Oh God, that must make her feel like $1 million.
No, I don't do it to her face. I'm always just like, yeah, Brent and Megan, Amanda. It
Yeah.
just comes out. Yeah.
That is tough to do though, especially if they've been together forever. Like I got a
Yeah.
friend, a couple that's friends with me and Catherine, and same thing happens, man, all the fucking time. Tabitha's fact checking the shit out of you. Same girl. Her name's Amanda.
No, Brent was with a different Amanda then. It's
Last
just,
year in October, he's with a little skinny girl.
well, I mean, Brent's always with a little skinny girl.
It's his type.
He has a type.
Yeah. Speaking of the self-made porn, if you guys had one, could you like spank it to it?
I don't want to watch me. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't.
It's a hard no
yes.
for me. Yes.
So I ended up doing it on my couch recently, and I pulled up the Ring camera and just watched like a second of it. And I was like, nope, I don't want to see myself. That's fucking horrible.
Wait, what? What?
Been there.
You have cameras in your house,
Yeah.
and you were having sexy time on the couch, and you're like, and you wanted to watch it on the cell phone while you were doing it.
No, not while I was doing it. After I was like, oh shit, there's camera in there. And then I was like, oh,
Like, you have motion in your living room, and I looked at it and I was like, huh. And then I was told, delete that right now.
So wait, hold on. Let me understand this. If you have Ring in your house, right, you can literally bang a chick and then watch it.
yeah. If you have a camera in your house, it's a camera.
But
What do you think it does?
Or whatever motion, if you got it. Like, obviously, you turn the motion sensors off, like, when you know you're going to be home. You only want the motion when you're not home. That
Mhm.
way, if somebody fucking comes in, you get an alert. But if you forget to do it, and then you end up having sex in the living room, you get an alert on your phone.
Oh
and
my
you're like,
god.
what?
So like people who have this, like let's say you were a teenager right now, you're screwed. Like you can't
Yeah,
just
that's
like
why it's hard. It's hard to be a kid now and get away with shit. Like, imagine back in the day when your parents were like, "We're going out of town for a weekend. Don't have anybody over here." And you're like, "Okay."
Yeah,
And it's a
okay.
fucking wild ass party. You can't do that shit now. Because as soon as somebody rings the doorbell, your mom's like, "Why is there 8 people outside coming in with brown paper bags?"
Yeah, but like okay, let's say my kids are older, right? My son's 16 years old. I got one of these Ring cameras. Right? He decides he's gonna plow Stacy on the couch.
Mhm.
Am I
He
recording?
better, like, just tell him to unplug it. Like, I have one in the basement,
Yeah,
and that's
but-
where my daughter hangs out. I tell her to unplug the camera when she's down there.
Okay, but let's say you forget. Right? Are you recording underage sex?
It's
Again,
constantly recording.
well, I don't know how yours works. Mine's not constantly recording. It records when there's motion detected.
Yeah.
But
yeah. But if somebody's in there, there's motion. So it's
But you
constantly recording.
you do settings like, if I know I get home usually at 5 o'clock, at 5:30 I turn it off until like I leave for work the next day, or until I go to sleep or something like that, right? Like, you don't want it recording when you're walking around, because one, those fucking alerts that go to your phone are annoying as shit. Like, you look up and you got 9 alerts, and it's just you walking back
But-
and forth in the living room.
Where's it recording to? Is there a device or is it to a cloud?
Cloud.
Okay, so let's think here, guys.
So technically, there's porn out there of me and Rucker, apparently.
Okay, but think about
I should get a job at Ring. You know how much fucking live porn you can watch?
bro. If you're
They don't sit there and watch it.
if you're into kitty porn shit, bro, and you come up with this Ring doorbell, I mean that is pretty fucking clever.
Why you gotta go to kitty porn?
Because all goes back to that weird shit, man. Those psychos are so fucking clever in the way that they do stuff. Think about it. I bet you, we'll find out one day that some founder or co-founder or some big high up there at that company has storage of all these people fucking.
Well, again, all the cameras, they have a little thing on them, and you just do this. They literally have a cover on them.
Yeah, they have covers on them. You can turn it too.
Okay, but think about how many people have that camera now, right? Like, I bet you there's a stat. I'm gonna check it. I want to see how many American households have it.
Yeah, dude. Like, you don't remember how many people got busted like cheating when these first became a thing?
Amazon's Ring accounts for 40% of doorbells used.
Oh yeah.
More than 20 million U.S. homes.
The doorbell, though, that's not the indoor camera.
Okay, but like I'm assuming that like I think it like I don't understand. Why do you need a camera recording in your house?
I've had some crazy girlfriends, and I've had to call the cops.
But like you have a camera
I
in your
got
pocket.
mine just in case I forget it's there and have sex in the living room.
No, dude, my doorbell camera like saved me at one time. Like, I had to call the cops on somebody, and they said that I hit them, but it was all right there on video.
Okay, I got a lot of questions. Are you legally allowed? Do we have any lawyers in the chat? Because this is like a really good question. I would love to have a discussion about. Are you allowed to no Ring doorbells here. Are you allowed to have a camera set up in your house, recording inside your house without telling people that it's there?
Yes, it's your house.
You don't think there's some sort of like
I
Hulk?
mean, I think it's weird if you do it and you don't tell anybody. Like when I have people over, you just close the fucking thing.
Okay, I get it because you're like a nice guy, right? But I'm just trying to think of the evilness that's out there, right? So okay, I don't have a Ring camera, right? You have a Ring camera. I come over to your house and your camera is active. I have no idea that it's active, right? So I'm being recorded, I'm being uploaded to a cloud. Is there not a feature where like I can have an app on my phone that when I walk in or within range of one of these cameras, it tells me?
No.
Wow.
Then bad guys would just have that. And they would break into houses.
Okay, but like honestly, everybody has a camera, right? Like we're kind of coming to that conclusion. So I don't think that thieves care anymore. I mean, literally, what's a camera going to do if you have a mask on, right? It's not going to do much. If anything, the camera outside is more important because maybe you'll get a license plate or a car or a mark or some sort of identifying evidence here. But the camera inside the house seems just a little weird. Like
What if okay, so if I don't have a camera in my backyard, which I do, but say I didn't,
Mhm.
what if they broke in my back door? Now I have a camera in my basement that catches them.
okay, but both of those cameras are kind of like useless if the guy's, wearing a mask and he can't get a
Yeah,
vehicle.
but if I'm not home, I could press the fucking siren button.
Yeah, but just get an alarm. Like a regular alarm. Like now they're counting on you checking your notification, whereas before the alarm, I don't know, man. It just seems weird to get cameras in all your houses. Like we started
Don't
with
do it if you don't like it.
I don't know, I'm saying that, but I'm just thinking like
Don't enjoy the cool fuck footage that you get.
Yeah, joke's on you, dickhead. You're the one.
Yeah, you're the one that wants to make a porn and watch it, but yet you don't want cameras.
But yet you don't want to do the easiest fucking way to do it, which is to put a camera over there and forget to tell Catherine.
you want to know what I'm really thinking about right now? I got kids, right? I got kids that are going to get to the age very soon where they're going to be like having sleepovers at their friends' houses. That freaks me out, bro. You know what I mean? We got these fucking cameras that are not like, it's not weird anymore to have cameras in your house. There's literally an app for that, right? And it's very, very common. Fucking 40% of people have it in the US. It's a big number. And your kid's going to a sleepover. That's fucked up shit, man.
All jokes aside, like your wife is annoying.
What's she saying now?
Where do you live that you're so worried people are gonna break in that often? Who's worried? But why does it annoy people that you're careful and that you're prepared if that does happen?
So Jay, on the flip side of what you just said, kids
Yeah.
having a sleepover, I'm a single dad here by myself. If my daughter's having a sleepover with a bunch of girls,
Mhm.
I don't want some little girl making up some story about me. I'm fucking covered. I'm
Yeah,
on every
no.
fucking camera.
I get what you're saying. I definitely get what you're saying. But I have a feeling that the majority of people in this world are pretty shitty.
Exactly, which is why you use cameras just in case. Same reason I carry a gun. I don't think I'm gonna get into it where I need to use my gun, but I got one just in case.
I get it, but the camera in the house, I don't know, bro. And yeah,
Yeah. And where do you live that you're worried people are going to break in so often? You ever been to the hood in Kansas City?
I
bro.
have. That's we moved out.
we live in a nice place and we got robbed. So it's just
Should've had a gun.
shit. Yeah. I mean, the
Should
gun
have
I
a
get.
camera.
Why? So I could watch them robbing me? Like, what do I care?
Did they
I'm
have a
like,
mask on?
I don't know. Didn't have a camera.
Yeah. But if they didn't, then you have a better chance of catching them.
What am I gonna catch them? They stole a couple things.
Or you could have heard them talking and recognized their voice.
You think? Okay.
So your solution is just, oh, they only stole a couple things. Fuck it. We're not gonna worry about it.
I don't think that's my solution. I think that's the cop's reaction. You think a cop is going to put any money into, well, I got him on my doorbell. They're going to be like, unless he's doing it to everybody on your block or everybody in a region, I don't think they give a shit, man.
You sound like the anti-gun people.
I'm not an anti-gun people. I'm not anti-camera. I'm just thinking that I think the idea I bet you there's a devious plan behind getting cameras in everyone's houses.
You sound like a conspiracy theorist.
No, because if you went out and you got your own camera and you were digitally recording it on your own device inside your house,
That would be creepier. That
No.
would be much creepier.
I don't think it is creepier. That makes
My
more
life
sense.
is
to me.
not that interesting that somebody would want to watch and film what I have going on here.
Okay,
I'm
but
sorry.
okay, so
How many billions of people are in the world? You really think they're randomly gonna pick my fucking life to be like, let's see what this nigga got going on?
no, that's not what I mean. I
Nobody
mean,
cares.
I mean, you have teenagers in the house, right? Teenagers have been known to masturbate quite a bit. Teenagers.
I don't have it in their bedrooms.
Okay, but who doesn't jerk off on the couch when the parents are out?
My kids.
How do you know? They might
Because he
just
checked the video.
Camera.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? He's probably like, he does one of these. And then you hear some dude's gonna make a compilation of all those that's sitting in the cloud.
You really think somebody's sitting in the cloud watching people's videos?
A million AI is definitely finding out when kids are jerking off on videos, and they are making copies of it. I can guarantee you.
Everything
CCTV.
you just said was dirtier than just recording in your own house.
You're making it so weird.
I'm not. I'm just trying to open the eyes here. CCTV is a thing in Europe, right? Let's say the UK. Everywhere you go, there's CCTV. So let's say like you're walking down the street and you get mugged. There's a camera recording all this shit, right? I don't think that would fly in the States. Would you agree that the people wouldn't agree to that?
You probably should.
Okay.
But the difference is their government is doing it. But anywhere you go in a city, there's cameras inside, outside.
Okay.
You're on camera.
Right. Okay.
Traffic cams are everywhere. Cameras on the stoplights. Cameras
Okay.
on the outside of people's business.
Okay. Got you. Right. Now, they're like, hey, how about instead of selling the CCT idea, we just sell them something that we tell them is convenient, and then we get to jerk off to their kids jerking off forever. Like, listen, Epstein Island was a real thing, right? That's not a conspiracy. We're in agreement that there's a lot of fucking pedophile shit going on in this world, right?
But
Yeah.
why is that the first thing you go to?
Because it
But
fits the theme so well.
to contradict what you just said, my neighbor is a pedophile,
Yeah.
and I have to have cameras. I don't want him sneaking in here.
Oh, I get that you have to have cameras. I'm not.
But you're worried about Jake from State Farm watching my cloud video.
Yeah, because I didn't know it was going to a cloud. I thought everybody just got it like directly to their
Okay.
cell phone.
All right. Well, let me ask you this: if you got a camera, right,
Yeah.
and you and your woman get it on, and some dude in fucking Yugoslavia is watching it,
Mm-hmm.
you don't know he's watching it. So what the fuck does it really matter?
Well, I get what you're saying, and I wouldn't care if it happened, right? But let's say you don't know that guy in Yugoslavia is watching your kids diddle themselves, right?
They shouldn't have been doing it then.
I know what your kids. what are they?
In the living room, guess what? Now fucking
Hey, that's a common area.
is watching you. Yeah, you do that in your room in your privacy.
I just think of all the weird, like, listen, if we sit here and we're told that, like, women can't walk through college campuses without the fear of being raped, right? Think about that logic and think how many stepdads have these fucking Ring cameras in their stepdaughters' fucking rooms.
Why would you have a camera in their room though?
I don't know. Why do people beat the shit out of their kids? It happens a lot. More than we know.
Then that's on them. Those are weird cases. We're just talking about a regular fucking security camera sitting over here recording my patio door and one on my front door.
Yeah, I get the outside. It's
And
the
then I have
inside.
alarms on my kids' windows.
It's just the inside. The inside is weird. Because, I mean, put it this way, right? When you have an Alexa in your house and you talk about stuff, you're going to get ads for it. We all know that. If you have a cell phone around you and you're talking about stuff, you're going to get ads for it, right? There's not somebody listening. It's AI, right? It's some sort of an algorithm. Therefore, algorithms could pick on what's going on around a device. Who's to say that they're not recording all those kind of things and selling them? Like, I mean, cookies, right? Cookies are the most information, and profiling and getting your information from what you're into is the most, it's currency. It's literally currency. Most
Hey, do
companies.
you remember the smartest thing you've ever said on this podcast? You probably don't remember. It was like the second episode. And I remember it to this day because I think about it all the time when people are like, they're listening to us.
Yeah. I know.
Jay said, if they're gonna fucking bombard me with ads,
Yeah.
at least bombard me with shit that I care about.
I get it. That's
That's
why
what
I
they're
have an
fucking
Alexa.
doing.
I have an Alexa, but I don't want a jerk off camera. Like, I
Yeah,
draw
but I
the
guarantee-
line.
But I guarantee you, if there was a guy watching me fuck, he's never gonna pull up my cameras again after what he saw.
He put a big delete and an X on fucking Admire House.
I had no pants, fucking socks, and a t-shirt on fucking Winnie the Pooh in it.
And I don't know what was smaller, his dick or his legs.
Now listen, okay, if that camera was recording me have a good wank and it could figure out what I like on the porn, and then every time I go to Pornhub, the algorithm is now fucking awesome, okay? Or every time that I have sex with my wife, they hear and see what we're doing, and then they just like start selling me shit that's really cool and it's gonna help my sex life. I'm in for it. But at the same time, I really do feel like it is a fucking child porn ring at the end of the day.
The big black dude shows up at your house like, hey, I'm Rico. I'm the new bull. You're like, what?
All of a sudden, there's a bunch of fucking prostate massager ads coming up.
That's cool. Oh man. Chat was going off. I didn't have time to
How did
read
we
it
even
at
get
all.
on that?
We talked about if you jerk off to your own porno.
And my answer is no.
And Rucker has. And I'm sure a lot of guys in Yugoslavia have done it to both ears.
Well, the one I had wasn't on well, I take that back. The one that was on the video wasn't a porno. It was just accidental recording. It went off in my hand.
Those are the best though.
It was something to see.
When it's not staged, low production value, that's the best.
That was no acting whatsoever. That was all real. It was good too. Recreated. Perazio says next.
Yeah. All
Taking
right.
turns. Dudes or something?
I think she's saying change the topic.
Well, she should get her own podcast.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Lisa Perazio show.
We all know what that's going to be, right?
Podcasting in aprons.
Yes, sir. Eating meatballs and sausages.
Gabagoo.
Perazio sounds like somebody that sells Italian food.
Totally. What are those?
Bibbidi-bobbidi-boo.
What are those like things that those Asian
Pierogies
people
by
hit?
Perazio.
What are those Asian things that look like cocks, and if you hit it, they like spray water at the end?
Ugh, what the fuck is that? What are you
What do
talking
you mean, what
about?
the fuck is
Oh, the ones that the ASMR girls eat.
that? Yeah, ASMR, Asian girl, penis
It
food.
looks like a big worm.
Yeah. What is it called? It's got a. It's like a Dewey Duke or something like that.
Looks like a big worm. Does it have a Jerry curl?
Have you ever seen it?
What a big perm.
Gooey duck. You never seen a gooey duck before, did?
I've seen it. I don't want to watch it though, but go ahead. Y'all,
Yeah.
I'll cover my eyes.
Yeah, the gooey duck, man. One of these bad boys.
Is it a snail?
I don't fucking know what it is.
No,
dude.
it says giant clam.
It's a giant clam. Tab, this
Ew.
is like a sea cucumber.
L'érable du Québec,
Oh,
c'est bon
God.
dans tout. J'irais même jusqu'à dire.
I can't believe that, man. The ads on YouTube are just out of this world, eh? Absolutely fucking atrocious.
Have you noticed the ads on Facebook lately? Every two posts is a fucking ad.
Oh, it is a giant clam. This is some weird shit. Look at this.
Yeah, it looks like it.
He-
Looks like
oh,
a tentacle.
He's eating it the proper way, but you see the Asians just like straight up pull it
Like
out,
deep throat it.
pull it out alive. They smack it around, and then like the tip of it, that little like uncircumcised penis looking thing, starts squirting out jizz.
That looks like a horse cock.
Oh, there you go. He just did it. You see that?
And he smacked it.
Look at this.
Squirting a bunch.
Again,
So
I
let's get
ask,
cooking.
who was the
We'll start by
motherfucker that saw
detaching
one of
the
those for the
egg from
first
shell.
time and was like, we should eat that?
That looks really tasty. Definitely Shanna.
Shayna, yeah.
Shayna, whatever.
He definitely ate the cock looking clam.
I don't oh yeah, ads in your Facebook stream, right?
Every two posts is an ad. And the weird thing that Facebook's doing to me lately is they're showing me posts in groups that I don't belong to. It's like,
Me too.
like I see a lot. It says like, it's a bunch of hip hop ones, and it's like EJ Reed's in this group. You might like it. And I'm seeing posts for shit that I'm not even in the group. I'm not interested.
Yeah, suggested posts. I find Instagram's really bad for it. It's like my least favorite app because of it. I don't go on Instagram to see like For You pages. I don't want to see shit from people I don't know. That's what
That was the whole
TikTok's for.
point.
No way. Instagram wasn't for that.
No, the point was you're supposed to only follow people and see the shit that you follow.
Yeah, I don't care about Johnny down the street and who he follows. I'd follow Johnny. Sometimes I don't even follow them. They're like, this suggested friend likes this. Maybe you'll like it too. I'm like, bitch, I never added them. Why do I care what they watch? Drives me nuts, man.
EJ said you should check it out if I'm in a group.
I mean, but it's like if I went looking for it, like if I wanted to be in that group and it was popping up, that would be fine. But like the hip hop groups are like the worst. They're like, who's better, Eminem or fucking MC Hammer?
Hey, right? It's clearly MC.
Can't touch
Like,
that.
Eminem do the Chinese typewriter? I think not.
Dude, like the hip hop groups are so fucking, I'll say it, toxic. Like they argue about the smallest shit. Like the biggest fanboys. I imagine it's like the wrestling groups just arguing about wrestlers.
Or
Yeah.
Star Wars, or Marvel, or DC.
Actually,
Yeah,
it's pretty much any topic in the world right
It's
now.
anything. You could fucking tell people what your favorite coffee mug is.
Yeah.
Fuck you, feta cheese is way better.
I mean, you could literally write Merry Christmas and people are like, you're racist? You're like, what?
What about Hanukkah?
Yeah,
Oh, so you hate Hanukkah? You say Merry Christmas
Hate
because you
Kwanzaa?
hate Jews.
exactly. You anti-Semite. It's the
I
first
mean-
day of Hanukkah, by the way. Shalom.
EJ says they are toxic. If you're not a Nas fan, they hate you. I mean, who's not a Nas fan though?
Oh, before we got on here, there was a post about some rapper named NBA Youngboy. He has more streams than Nas does, so therefore this new rapper is better than Nas.
I have to look this up. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. But there was have y'all seen the world's richest simp?
The world's richest simp.
Is this the guy that ran into, or the girl that ran into her fan for 60 grand?
Yeah.
That guy?
What was her name? Do you remember her name?
I don't remember her name.
Fuck me.
Man, I'm gonna unplug my camera. Is that gonna mess anything up? Just
Well,
unplug it and plug it back in.
No, it's gonna be
This
fun.
chick is she's like an OnlyFans famous thing. I don't know if she's a rapper or some kind of way she's famous. I think she's just famous for being like hood hot, right? And this
Hood
guy's
hot?
hood hot. And this dude's in love with her, and he quote unquote ran into her in real life. Turns out he spent like $30,000 to $60,000 on her OnlyFans.
He spent 60 grand that month on her, but then he coincidentally ran into her.
So after they met,
Stalker.
she released the text messages that he was sending her, like, "Hey, how's it going? Why are you not talking to me? Please just let me know you're all right. I'll pay you $30,000 right now if you just say hey to me. I love you. We're gonna be together. I thought we had a connection." Like,
And he paid her this
oh,
money?
yeah, he's
And she
her
shit talked him?
OnlyFans.
What's wrong with her?
Her OnlyFans.
What a
He's
shitty
like,
businesswoman.
I'll give you 4 Bitcoin right now if you just say hey to me. She's probably scared for her fucking life.
Who cares, man?
Yeah, he already, he tracked her down to run into her in public. That wasn't a coincidence.
Yeah, it's,
Bro, I'd be like pretty okay with that, man.
I'd be.
I want to know. I want to know if she banged him because he offered her money when they met, and then she's like, "All right, I got my 100K from him. I'm never talking to him again."
Right. He spent 60 grand that month on her. Is there any chick in this world that, if she's single, would she turn down 60 grand to fuck a guy? I don't think any woman in this world would turn it down.
Fuck 60K, I'd probably fuck a guy for that.
Oh my god.
60K
But
cash?
if you were he's a Bitcoin mogul, so he's rich as shit, right? If you were that rich, and it was your top woman, how high would you go on money and like not be embarrassed to tell people you did it?
I wouldn't. I would find, dude. I would. If she's number one, I'll find number two. Like, keep going down your list. If you're that rich, you're gonna get a hot one.
I think it's the same.
It's the one you can't have
No?
that you want, right?
Yeah, you can get all the Latin chicks you want, but it's still not Selma Hayek.
I mean, if
You
you're
can get all
rich,
You can get all the big booty white girls you want, but it still ain't Hillary Duff.
Well, okay, so let's go with what you said. You said how much would you pay, or how high would you go for
Without
what?
being embarrassed by it.
For what? To hang
Offer her-
out?
No, to
to-
offer her to do the thing that's illegal. The oldest occupation in the world.
anal?
How much would you pay your one person if money was unlimited, but everybody found out how much you paid?
Well, if it's unlimited, it don't matter.
No, but
I drop a
everybody's
hot
gonna
bill.
find out. Everybody's gonna find out how much you paid for this.
Who cares?
Dude, they're gonna look at you the same whether you gave a hooker $100 or a hot chick $50 million.
I'm saying money's no object, but obviously it is. Like it doesn't matter how much you have. But say you're rich, like say you got $1 million. Put it like that. How much are you willing to tell everybody? Like, yeah, I paid this much to fucking
1/10 of my
You
net
have
worth.
how much?
have sex with Meg the Stallion.
1/10 of my net worth.
No, you said, hey, you have how much money?
$100,000, $1 million.
Still
You
got
pay
900.
$100,000. Now I gotta know who the girl is, Jay. Who's got this $100,000 pussy that you're trying to get?
My wife. Because it's mine. Pretty sweet transaction there, babe.
Yeah, you get half of what you paid, and you get laid. That's pretty smart.
Not bad. Babe, I'll give you $100,000 every time we have sex. Right? You bang her for like 20 times in a week. You're like, sweet.
Hey, did that sound come through?
You only got
No.
$1 million. No, your sounds aren't working.
God damn it.
God, you suck at this. Tonight.
Everything's broken.
Jesus.
EJ says Hillary Duff. Agreed.
Yeah, but how much are you paying? If you got $1 million, you paying 10 grand, you paying 20, you going up to 50?
Okay. You just won the lottery. Okay. You won $1 million cash. You didn't have it before. Right. And then, the girl on the other end of the counter is the girl. And she's like, name it. Name the
You're like,
number.
I'm not, man. I'm not ever. It doesn't matter how much money I have. I'm not paying for fucking.
But it's
Directly. There's not going to be a cash exchange for fucking. Like,
You don't have to exchange. You just leave it on the dresser right here.
Okay, fine. How about she's like, take me out to dinner for $100,000.
Yeah, give me $100,000. No, take me out to dinner and tip $100,000 to me.
And then I'll fuck you.
Nah, I don't know.
If you just won $1 million, man, I think your opinion might change.
I'd rather do some fucking blow and go gambling.
I feel like if you have that much money, eventually you'll get bored with regular people shit, and you probably will do stuff like that.
But $1
No,
million,
not $1 million. He said you won the lottery, like 400. You got like $400 million. You can only buy so much happiness before you're like, all right, let's do some weird shit.
Yeah, there's got to be more to life, right? Better become a Scientologist or something.
It's like, all right, I've been rich for 3 months. I don't know how much more I could do.
Yeah. Yo,
let's go find Hillary Duff.
I swear to God, okay, when GTA 5 came out online, making money was so hard, okay? And like to get all the good shit, you needed like $1.5 to $2 million. And like you would work for like seriously like a fucking few hours and you'd maybe get like $7,000. And then one day we figured out this like way to fucking hack it, and we all had like $4 or $5 billion. And I swear to God, man, I stopped playing the game after a week. So I'm thinking that life has to be pretty similar to that. Like once you can have it all, you've done it all, right? But when it comes down to like how much money I would pay if I won the lottery to have sex with Miley Cyrus, yeah, 1/10 of whatever I win.
dude, I did the same thing on GTA 3. I did the hack and got unlimited money. And you're just like out of shit to buy. Like,
But it was
you've done
different.
all.
It was different online because online, like it was an actual currency in a sense. You can make exchanges with people and stuff, and like buy everything that you wanted, and it was endless. It wasn't like people would create stuff and you could buy it. There was like its own marketplace, and some of these things had worth that you can sell for real money. And yeah, like it was just not fun. It's like you won the game already, and you're like, fuck, I'm done. Like you had the cheat code, you know.
That's what, yeah. In real life, that's like why people go to doing drugs and crazy shit.
Like you end up doing weird shit. You end up like going to rooms and be like, who wants $100,000? And you make them all line up and like just start shooting each other for fun. Like I could see how that happens, you know, Squid Game shit, man.
You start doing purge shit.
Yeah. You're like, let's see your price on this. We're, you know,
Or hostile.
yeah, you start.
I feel like we need to have a purge in real life. Because traffic is awful.
Because of traffic. Rucker wins a couple billion or he becomes somehow the most powerful man in the world. He's like, traffic, right? We're getting rid of 3/4 of the population for traffic.
We're having a purge.
I like
Purge me.
if we really had a real purge, would you be the person that like barricaded down, or would you be the person that like joined a group and y'all went out killing people?
No, I would bunker down.
Bunker down. I'd bunker down until I was sick of it. And then I'd be one of those guys that like finally puts on the mask and goes with the group. And definitely the way that I play Call of Duty and stuff, I fucking freak out and I will be one of the first killed.
Did you watch the TV show The Purge? It was really good.
Not the TV show. I watched the first
I only
movie.
saw the first season of it. The first season was really fucking good.
The movies are good.
Oh, you know what's a good show, dude? I started watching it. It's called From. You all heard of this?
Never heard of it.
I feel like I've heard of it.
Very good. It's the dude from Romeo and Juliet. Oh, it's one of your favorite movies, dude. I think it was Mercutio, the actor.
John Leguizamo?
No, one of the black ones. That's not Mercutio?
Oh, yeah, maybe it was. I can't remember all the names.
From what movie?
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, I don't never saw.
I think he used to be like he wasn't the make 7 Up yours guy.
I don't know. No, it wasn't that dude. But anyways,
Lisa says less traffic isn't worth killing for. You don't drive for a living, so don't fucking.
yeah.
Okay.
I
Also,
miss
you don't live
I
in
miss
Atlanta.
COVID traffic.
You don't live in Atlanta. I can promise you it's definitely worth killing for.
Well, she does live in New York. They do got some shit traffic.
She takes a cab everywhere
Still
Subway.
get stuff in traffic, man.
or
Is it-
subway.
Is it weird that when you're stuck in traffic in a cab, it's just not as bad as being the driver? Or
Yeah,
you
because
know?
you're chilling,
I guess.
probably drunk.
Oh, drunk traffic is the worst, man. Or having to pee in traffic.
Yeah. When I was, as a matter of fact, when I was in New York, we ended up we drove from Manhattan, took a Uber from Manhattan to Brooklyn, and got to WWE Superstore, and I couldn't take my bag in, and they had nowhere to put it, so we had to take an Uber back to the hotel,
Oh God.
the Brooklyn Bridge, or the tunnel, whatever it's called, right? Go to the hotel, and I'm drinking the whole time. We get back in the Uber, and we get in the tunnel, and traffic builds up, and I get one of those I gotta pee, like drunks, and it was so bad. So we finally get out of the Uber, and I was about to pee like against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
My ex was like, "There's cops right there. You're gonna get arrested." I was like, "I really don't give a fuck." She's like, "Wait," and she points in the distance, and there's porta potties, and it was like, "Oh, hallelujah."
When you have to pee when you're drunk
Oh,
and like
it
your
hurt.
inhibitions are a bit out the window and you start getting the shakes and shit.
Yeah, it hurt.
It hurts.
Like, holding it in hurts,
Yeah.
and for whatever reason, your dick gets hard. Which is
Oh
weird.
yeah, it's pee boners are the best though.
Are they? I don't like them.
Yeah.
They hurt.
Yeah, they hurt until you pee and then you're like free boner.
Yeah, it goes away after a while.
No, not if you're at home and it's the morning and you're hungover. The hangover hornies, man. Out of all the things that I miss from drinking, it was the hangover hornies. Those were great.
Where you could just smack one out like 4 times a day. You're just hungover all day. You're just like, I got to jerk off again.
Mm,
I experienced that this weekend.
nice. Do girls get hangover hornies?
Yes.
That's cool.
I feel like taking,
That's really
I feel like I
cool.
was taken advantage of.
Okay.
I was watch SmackDown from the night before. Next thing you know,
He's like,
smack
yeah, I
up.
was trying to watch wrestling instead of my girl wanted to fuck. How gay is that?
Yeah.
Baby, Roman Reigns is on. Stop.
You're laughing.
Get your hand off my wiener, madam.
Or he's like, oh, Roman Reigns is hot. Go down now. He's just watching the fucking tribal chief.
I'm like, acknowledge me.
I love you. Oh. Okay. I know we have that asking for a friend thing, but to keep on time, I had this realization that the world is obsessed with playlists, right? Can we all be in agreement on that? You go to YouTube, you can make a playlist, you can queue up all your videos. Spotify, oh, check out my playlist. My playlist is so great. All that kind of
That's
crap.
cool though. I just realized you could do that. People can make a playlist and you can search. Like Jay, you can make a playlist on Spotify.
Yeah.
I could search for it.
Yeah, bro, welcome to Spotify. That's literally what it was
That's
based
dope.
off of. That's exactly why they came out with it. That was like one of the first concepts.
I had no idea.
Like
My bad. Carry on.
people on Spotify, like it's a social media platform in a sense. You can gain followers, and then your playlists can gain followers, which is pretty cool. But all that to say, Netflix doesn't have playlists. And I thought about it and I go, wow, out of all of the things in this world, somehow the streaming software of everything the majority of what we watch doesn't have playlists. I know you have your own list, right?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
There used to be Q, but is that just like a list?
Well, listen, I'm glad we're having this conversation, because if they do, I don't know about them, because I'm sitting there the other day and I go, I really want to put together like a movie night for my kids and for the holidays, and I'd love to just create a playlist. You know what I mean? And then I start going like, shit, how do you do it? And I couldn't figure out how to do it. And I'm surprised they don't do that. And I get that, they make categories for the holidays, but I would love to be able to put playlists on, because I would love to have like, you guys tell me all these movies to watch and I add them to my list, and then it just becomes so convoluted and so saturated that I never end up remembering which ones you guys have suggested. I wish you could make fucking playlists on Netflix, man.
Ooh, that's a good idea. And you could share it.
Yeah.
Like with somebody, like, hey, here's what I'm watching tonight. If you want to, like,
yeah, because remember you used to go to Blockbuster and it would be like, one of the fucking nerds who worked there was like, oh, it's Jared's picks.
yeah.
Like you could be, dude, what the fuck, man? How have they not done this yet? Like Spotify is so successful from playlists.
Yeah. And like you could make like mobster playlist and just put on like fucking Departed, Goodfellas, Casino.
Yeah, like, what are you in the mood for? No, bingo bango, sugar in the gas tank, and there it is. But
I'm not gonna fall for the banana and tailpipe.
There's more to that saying?
No. You just reminded me of a saying from Beverly Hills Cop.
What was the saying?
We're not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
Oh, I'm adding. Bingo bango.
No, they did fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
And then the second time they said they're not gonna fall for it.
Yeah.
He shoved the banana in their tailpipe and their car wouldn't start when they tried to chase them. So the next time they were like, we're not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
Can I tell you what show I started that's amazing?
Yes, I'm about to finish it.
Suits. That is so fucking good.
Really?
And I'm only on season 1.
It's really annoying me right now. I think we're in season 7. And I just want to beat the living dog shit out of Mike Ross.
Which one's he?
And Harvey. Both of them. Harvey and Mike. I want to beat them both of them. I like Lewis. I don't know why. I like Lewis.
I do like Lewis. I like Lewis. And it's fucked up. I'm on season 1, but I saw a TikTok that must be from the newer season where Ross and Harvey are fighting. So I'm like, fuck. Well, I know something happens.
Donna?
Which one's Donna? Is that Meghan Markle?
No, Donna's the redhead.
The redhead? Yeah.
So hot. So super hot. I looked her age up. She's 10 years older than me.
Wow, she's 50?
Man, watching that though, I'm like, fuck, Ross needs to fuck her.
Meghan Markle?
Yeah, Meghan Markle.
I don't think she's that attractive.
She's not.
Something about her.
Whatever. I'll take her. You guys leave her alone.
Markle?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying, okay, I take that back. She is attractive. She's just not my type of attractive. She's a very pretty woman, though. Like, just looking at her, she's not hard to look at all. She's just not the type that I like.
But when she talks, like, and
she makes a lot of good points in the TV show.
Yeah, but it's written for her.
She comes across very douchey in the beginning, but she's been put Mike in his place in this season. I like this.
When you're
I
told,
think that's what I like, is she's kind of bitchy to him.
Yeah,
dirty. Yeah, when you're told, yeah, the greatest thing I've ever heard you say is something that somebody else wrote for you.
It's those paralegals, man. They got that sass I like.
You and the paralegals, man. It's like Admire with teachers and nurses.
Hey, this one is not.
Oh, what is her profession? Can you talk about her on the show like that?
She is a hairstylist.
Oh,
she works for Ring Doorbell.
She's a hairstylist and she works at a jewelry store.
Oh, she got 2 jobs.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have to pay for haircuts or engagement rings? That's pretty sweet.
Yes, dude. Yeah, tell me about it.
Does she shape your beard for you and stuff?
She's not like fully confident with the beards, but she'll trim it up and line it up a little bit.
Yeah. You're okay with her touching your beard, fucking with it?
Yeah.
All right.
That it?
I wanted to see how long we could go silent. I was enjoying that one. That one wasn't bothering me. My butthole is not
Oh, really?
clenched or
My
anything
bad.
yet.
I didn't mean to ruin it. I
Ah.
thought you were about to ask more questions.
No. I
We'll
wasn't.
take a last break and then we'll come back, talk Christmas movies and a friend. What is it?
Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
Yeah. All right.
Hey,
Hey, proof.
restart this fucking stream deck.
Yeah. Get better at podcasting, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Amateur.
Goddamn amateur. Always making us look bad. Oh, man. Anyways, boys, I know they can't hear us right now, but fuck, I gotta take the biggest shit I ever did.
Shit your pants.
Oh, man. You know when you're like your butthole gets really itchy and you just clench it to itch it?
That's the best.
It's the fucking best, man. Shit.
My stream deck's lit up like everything should be right. It's not. Everything's not right in the world if I don't have my buttons.
I bet she didn't think twice about Amarillo. Hell, Denver all but once crossed her mind. She's flying down 40 like a bat out of hell from Memphis. She left me all alone in Montgomery tonight. She's getting digged out in Dallas, railed out in Raleigh, tag teamed up in Tennessee. Ain't no in Austin, but fucking Boston, give a neck down in New Orleans, getting me through hell, fucking someone else. Now I'm on my knees, praying she'll come back, give me that sweet ass, but I already know that she's getting digged down in Dallas. Well, she's probably in the Lone Star State, sucking on for what's his name. I wonder what her daddy'd say. Maybe he's the one to blame. She's getting digged down in Dallas, railed out in Raleigh, tag teamed up in Tennessee. Ain't no in Austin, but fucking Boston, giving Nick down in New Orleans, putting me through hell, fucking someone else. I'm on my knees, praying she'll come back, give me that sweet ass, but I already know that she's getting digged down in Dallas. Yeah, digged down in Dallas.
I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't turn me down. Put your loving on me, baby.
I think he should have held on to that song.
What song?
Like that song that Rucker's singing.
What
I
song
think
is
he
that?
should have waited and
And kill it, but I choke you, baby. Some shit like that.
Jack Harlow. If he would have waited till summer, that would have been the song of the summer, dude.
That was long.
Song of the winter.
Thank you, baby.
Winter is coming. So let's do this Christmas stuff. What do we got going on with the Christmas movies?
Well, like I said, I wanted to make a playlist for my kids, so I want everybody's opinion. I mean, like,
well, Home Alone. You gotta do Home
obviously.
Alone 1 and 2.
obviously, come on.
Christmas Story, man. Greatest movie ever made.
Christmas Story is the one that I watch on Christmas Eve, and I know Admire, you mentioned that once, and that year I started, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna jump on your tradition. I'm gonna watch that
What's
every
the
year.
one with the train?
The Train.
Yeah, there's one with a train. What the fuck is that?
Polar
fuck.
Express.
There you go. The Polar Express.
Is that good though?
You're talking about a kids movie.
No, I mean like just
Elf is a good one.
Have you watched Christmas Story 2?
Is that
Christmas Story Christmas?
Is it-
Santa Claus.
I gotta write these down.
Friday after
You know,
next.
And I'm glad you're bringing this up, dude. We had court today where we got to go see the judge, and she just asked us random shit. She was asking us our favorite holiday movies, and this black guy that's new in our class, she asked him what his favorite Christmas movie was. He said Friday After Next, and everybody was like, "What?"
Is it actually a
Yeah, it's
Christmas
a
movie?
great fucking Christmas movie.
Is it really?
The movie ends at a Christmas party. The whole point of it is they got robbed by Santa Claus.
Oh,
And Rucker, I'm with something you said a couple weeks ago. Lethal Weapon is more of a Christmas movie than fucking Die Hard.
Oh, it definitely is. Lethal Weapon's a great fucking Christmas movie.
Ooh, you know what a good Christmas movie for the kids would be? Gremlins.
What?
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a
If you wanna
Christmas
scare the
movie?
fuck out of them. It happens
Yeah.
at Christmas time.
I don't count that if it happened at Christmas.
If it takes place at a Christmas party or if there's multiple Christmas trees in the movie, it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be about Christmas. It could just be during Christmas time.
I already watched my favorite Christmas movie
What's that?
the night before with Seth Rogen.
I thought we already talked about that. Didn't we already talk about that?
Not today.
Oh.
We talked about it last Christmas.
Wait,
That's like my
Harry Potter's a Christmas movie. Isn't it?
what movie did you mention before where I said, "Oh, I started a tradition of watching that because of you, Admire"?
Christmas Story.
Oh no, that movie's stupid. Is that the one with the tattoo you got there?
Yeah.
No, that movie sucks dick. I'm thinking about the
one where
night
kid
before.
licks the pole and gets his tongue stuck on it.
The guy who gets a BB gun. That's a fucking shit movie.
That movie sucks.
Fuck you.
I know. Sorry, man. I know you like it and stuff, and I'm not trying to make fun of you.
You know what else? What other movie sucks? The one my mom watches every year and cries. When a guy talks like this and he's like, "Oh my God, Mary."
Oh no.
Oh, is that Miracle on 34th or
No, it's not Miracle on 34th. That's a Christmas Carol. I think you're talking about.
Christmas Carol
No,
or
it's
something? I know.
not either one of those. It's
Happy
Not
Days.
The angel gets its wings when the bell
not Gone
rings.
with the Wind. It's something like Gone with the Wind.
It's
though.
like the one where the guy's on a fucking lamppost, right?
I'm not eating.
It's a
that.
Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life.
You just came in here eating this.
Ah, so gay, dude. Eat it.
No, I'm not putting that on camera.
Is that one of your kids?
What?
I'm joking.
Yeah, is that on your Ring camera?
Yeah.
A Wonderful Life. Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. That's the name. Oh, Mary.
You do that really good. What's that thing that they used to say too? Like, you hear? What is it?
I don't fucking
Well, I'll
know.
tell you something right now.
Well, I tell you, Mary. You tell her it's Bob Jenkins down here. I'd like to take her out to dinner.
That's the what do they call it? Oh, somebody.
Is that Humphrey Bogart that does that, or Jimmy? That was Jimmy Stewart.
Jimmy Stewart, yeah. My mom used to cry every fucking year. I'm like, you've seen this movie 74 times. Like, what are you crying about?
What's the one where the Christmas past, the Christmas present, the Christmas future?
Oh,
That's trash. That's Scrooge. Horrible movie.
You know what a good one is? The Nicolas Cage one, Family Man. That's a good Christmas movie.
Oh yeah. Okay. Is it PG?
Bad
Yeah,
Santa's a good one. You can't show your kids.
Yeah,
that.
a lot of people said Bad Santa when we were at court today.
How about Office Christmas Party? Have you seen that with JT Miller?
Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah, very good. It's very good.
Jennifer Aniston, so hot because she's a bitch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's the cunt boss, right? Yeah, so
Mhm.
good. Marshmallow says the Mickey Mouse one is good. The Mickey Mouse rendition of Scrooge. No, that's the only Scrooge I've ever seen. And that movie sucks, man. Whenever it was like Disney on Sundays, did you guys have that growing up? It was like Disney at 6:00 on Sundays. They would show a Disney movie on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it was Christmas time and it was Tiny Tim. Listen, that crippled fuck. Who cares, man? I had no compassion. I was always like, Scrooge is right, man. And like I got the Christmas spirit, but who gives a shit about Tiny Tim, man? I never understood who it was, and why was why was Goofy's friend such a dick in that movie? That guy's awesome as shit. Why'd they make him look like such a prick? Tiny Tim.
Look Who's Talking To. I think it was a Christmas movie.
J-Bomb is a contrarian. What is he saying?
You're a contrarian,
Why?
just for contrarian's sake. He's basically saying you like going against the grain just to go against. You're one of those douchey people that are like,
No, I'm not.
I've never seen Star Wars.
I'm not. I swear to God, ask my wife. She lives with me, okay? I like being devil's advocate.
I've never
sometimes.
watched the Walking Dead.
I've watched it. It was horrible.
I only drink IPAs.
I'm not that guy, bro. I am not that guy.
I grew a mustache before having a mustache was cool.
I know I didn't. I'm a fucking loser. I grew up because it was cool. I thought it would make me cooler. I never claimed to be cool, man. I am not that guy.
I'm just telling you what EJ said.
I know. Fuck EJ Reed, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck him and his podcast.
Yeah, fuck him in his podcast. And all the people on his podcast, on both of his podcasts.
Okay. That's uncalled for.
Hurt my feelings, EJ.
He's doubling down. He's doubling down and said Rucker's nailing it.
God damn it, I respect that double down, though. I I was doubling down before it was cool, I'll tell you that.
It's still not cool. You won't let it go.
It's cool as shit, bro. I'm telling you, I'm right. I'm right.
Daddy's Home too. That's a good one for the kids.
Oh, with the I didn't
With John Cena.
I tell you, Home Alone is still good. We watched
the
that a couple
best.
weeks ago.
I think Home Alone is the quintessential. Like, if I had to say the best Christmas movie, like make me like, I could breathe it in and smell Christmas, man. It's
The Turtle Doves.
Dude, I watched Home Alone 1 and 2 weeks ago, and they still hold up.
I did too. They were good.
Which one's better?
Turtle Doves.
Dude, the first one, it still gets me. That one line that fucking Marv says. Joe Pesci's character said, "Why the hell you got your shoes off?" And then Marv goes, "Why the hell you dressed like a chicken?" Like, dude, it just fucks me up every
All the lines
time.
in that movie. That's what you remember.
Yeah. Why the hell you dressed like a chicken? And I think it's because my dad laughed so hard when I was little that I remembered it.
You know, as much as we love Home Alone, right?
I had Mom's Christmas. I want to check that out.
It's good. It's good.
I don't think we realize how funny it truly was for Joe Pesci to have played that role.
Yeah.
Joe Pesci was the super. He was in is it Goodfellas he was in?
Yeah.
He was in Goodfellas, Casino.
Yeah.
My Cousin Vinny.
Hey,
Yeah.
fuck you at the drive-through.
Oh, wait. I have it somewhere.
It's
Say fuck you at the drive-thru, okay? Say fuck you at the drive-thru.
it worked.
You're gonna be miles away if you realize you got fucked.
No, okay. So the funniest scene out of Home Alone 1 and 2 is on 2 when they're outside of the building and he's chucking bricks down and he keeps clipping Marv right in the fucking head.
Dude. Okay, so this is my takeaway from Home Alone. The first one is the better movie, but Home Alone 2, the robbers get fucked up in funnier ways.
Yeah.
Like when Marv gets electrocuted, bro, and he's like, ah! I just lose it, man.
Dude,
Also,
and this
these are the
ties
worst
together two
parents
things.
in the history of the world.
Yes.
Like, how do you lose your kid every fucking year?
So on Home Alone 1, I seen it on a TikTok the other day, but I noticed it in the movie when I watched it 2 days ago. Did you notice when Kevin charges Buzz and the shit spills and they clean it up, they grab an extra plane ticket in the napkins and throw it away and it's in the trash. That's why they lost count.
Yeah.
I didn't know that till this year.
Oh, they also didn't count them correctly because when they were counting the kids, the little neighbor was in the van and she just counted his head as Kevin's, like 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
And then she said the kids.
Yeah.
But everybody would say, oh, how did they lose count? And then they would say, well, because she miscounted with that kid. And people were like, yeah, but wouldn't they have found out at the airport, like, how did he board? Or wouldn't they have had an extra ticket? And then, yeah, it wasn't until, like, social media came out because it was, like, this, not a Mandela effect, but nobody had a real legitimate answer for it until somebody realized that ticket was in the garbage.
I remember seeing it when I was younger and just being like, they threw a ticket away. But
oh, really?
And you're watching the movie, you're like, whatever.
Oh, I didn't.
They threw the fucking ticket away. They made a point to like zoom in on it when they hit the trash can.
Yeah, big time. I know, but they zoomed in on it, but not like they would do in movies today. They're not clever like they used to.
The other thing too is like when they went to New York and he gets on the plane and the lady's like, I almost fucking closed the door, and they drop all the tickets. She's like, just go.
Yeah, right.
And then she's like, oh, there's my dad right there. And they're like, okay, find a seat. What the fuck do you mean find a seat?
Mm-hmm. That's pre 9/11 shit right there. I'll tell you that.
But to tie an earlier topic in with this, I would love to see them make a new Home Alone and combine it with The Purge. People are trying to break into Kevin's house as an adult, and he gets to fuck them up like lethal ways.
I honestly think that, like, you know, when they say like never remake a classic, and we've seen it be just absolute dog shit. I got some faith regained with Coming to America. I thought Coming to America 2 was pretty good. I thought it was like, considering
Well, it
how
wasn't a remake. It was just a sequel.
no, that's what I mean. Sorry, a sequel. So to do a Home Alone 3 with having Kevin as like either older against Marv and Joe Pesci.
But there is Home Alone 3. It was against the Russians.
Okay, but like it's not Home Alone 3, dude. That was like straight to DVD. That's like when they made Aladdin 2, okay? It wasn't really Aladdin 2. It was some trash. So like even Lion King 2 was some trash, man.
So what would your new Home Alone 3 be?
I think that they can do it with like Kevin forgets his kid, but then comes back early and doesn't want the mom to find out, right? And then there's a Ring doorbell. and they have to like try and get her to not find out while they're getting broken into, and he helps his kid fuck up these bastards. I think it'd be okay.
I saw something on Twitter real quick. It said 3 greater than 2 greater. No, 3 greater than 1 greater than 2. So 3 is better than 1, which is better than 2. And it said name this movie trilogy.
Oh.
And the first one I saw was Blade, and I was like, God damn it, that's perfect. No, I'm sorry.
No, I know.
2 greater than 1 greater than 3. That's what it was. 2, 1, 3.
So
and it said Blade, and I was like, Blade and Bad Boys were the first 2 that came to my mind.
Terminator 2 was the best.
I think The Hangover 2 is better than Hangover 1.
But is there 3 hangovers?
Yeah, there is, and the third one was trash.
Ah.
Back to the Future 2 is the best one.
Yes, agreed.
So 2, 1, 3. The sequel's better than the original, but they're both better than the trilogy.
Yeah, 2, 1, 3, and Back to the
Blade
Future 2.
fucking nailed it. I think Blade is perfect.
I think Back to the Future is probably, now that you say that.
Back to the Future 2 is the best one by far, and 3 was just horrible. Western?
Bad Boys 2 was definitely the best one out of the 3 of those.
Oh, hell yeah.
I've not seen any of those ones. And not because I'm cool.
Later.
Marshmallow says, how many Indiana Jones movies are there?
Yeah, but what order were the Indiana Jones? Because I don't think I could even name the order. Was it Temple of Doom, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Last Crusade?
Oh my God. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Secret of the Ooze, number 2, and then the first one, and then the one where they go back in time. That's a good one. Whoever said that.
EJ. Which was the one where there were samurais? That one wasn't good.
That's the third one. That was trash.
Yeah, no good.
My favorite part of the Turtles, I still say it. You talk about random fucking lines, Ed Meyer. When they had the TGRI scientist, and he's explaining to him like how the ooze and shit works, and he's like using all these big words, and he goes anti-mutagen, and Michelangelo looks and goes, anti-mutagen. He had no fucking idea what he was talking about.
Yo, I literally watched the first one, I want to say 2 months ago with my kids, and I'm sorry, the special effects in those movies hold the fuck up.
The original Ninja Turtle movies or the new one?
No, the new ones are like fucking computer, man.
Like 1990?
Yeah,
Ninja
dude, like
Turtles?
when they're like dudes in a suit.
Yeah.
Very,
The
very
movies were
good.
though. The new Ninja Turtle movies were good.
Aren't they computer?
Especially the first one.
It's computers though, isn't it?
I mean, so what? But it's still good.
I know. I mean, no, it was okay. Is that the one where they were like the people were real and they were CGI'd and they were like stuck in the scoreboard at a basketball game?
Oh, I don't know about all that. I don't think that's what happened.
Okay.
So you're saying the order of the sequels again was 2, 1, 3 is what it would be?
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
Ooh, Ghostbusters 2 was definitely good.
There's 3 Ghostbuster movies?
Ghostbusters 2 was
Well,
the white dude in the painting, right?
Yeah, man. Vigo.
Never seen the Ghostbusters either.
All right, let's get
Oh,
this,
dude.
asking for a friend.
All right, asking for a friend. Rucker came in from Discord. Asking for a friend, it was about 2 weeks' notice. Is 2 weeks' notice still the right thing to do? What was the actual question?
All right, so backstory. Lucy Marie was working, she got a second job at a restaurant just to like make some extra money, right? Uh she's a paralegal. Tuesdays and Thursdays she would go to work at this place. Well, I've told y'all about this. Like the manager guy, like him and his friend had a crush on her and started being a dick when she like blocked him on Instagram and all that. So shit was a little weird then. And then they wanted like they were adding a gratuity fee, but not really to like all their customer shit, which she thought was weird that she called out. And then they wanted everybody to get like pouring license and shit like that. She's just like, they just want too much. I'm just gonna quit at the end of November, and I'll let them know. So she gave him a 2-week notice, like, hey, this is my last day. And I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if you're not back on the schedule anymore. And wouldn't you know it, all of a sudden those 2 days a week that she worked needed to go to somebody else. So instead of her working those 4 more days and making them, like, she was making decent money just for 5-6 hours, right? So instead of her just working and then at the end of the shift being like, oh, by the way, I quit, she tried to let them know and give them time to get her replaced. And instead of them respecting the 2-week notice, they were just like, you don't have to come in anymore.
They have to pay her.
This is a server job. You don't have to get paid for that.
Dude, it's illegal.
It's not.
No,
They just didn't schedule
No, it's
her.
not.
Yeah,
Yeah, they just didn't schedule her. It's not like she was a full-time employee that was scheduled at this time. She had 2 shifts. She was part-time, and they just didn't put her on the schedule.
She's a paralegal, man, isn't she? I think they might be fucking with the wrong bitch, man.
They don't have to do anything. I've been at a place. I put in a 2-week notice, and they've been like, just go.
Yeah, they have to pay you for it.
No, they don't.
Here they
You're
do.
not salary.
It doesn't matter. If you give a 2-week notice, they have to pay you out.
Listen to what EJ said. 2-week notice is the right thing to do. You don't want to mess up the ecosystem of the job, even if your boss is an asshole. But they're fucking up the ecosystem of your financial situation because you were still planning on working both of those ships for the next 2 weeks, and they're like, "Oh, we took you off the schedule this week."
It's wrong what they're doing. There's no doubt about that, and I do agree with EJ in the sense that like don't mess up the ecosystem of the job. My philosophy is don't fuck your coworkers more than don't fuck the company, right? So what I do, oh well, this kind of fits into a topic.
What you would do?
What I would do is give your coworkers a 2-week notice.
Yeah, because
so you know what I've noticed. So all right, take Lucy Marie. She's a server. There's tiers of people that look out for each other. Servers look out for each other. Bartenders look out for each other. The cooks look out for each other. Then there's management. Mm-hmm. I've noticed lately, people don't look out for each other in their same group anymore. A lot of people talk shit about their coworkers and go and like dry snitch a lot. So even if she would have been like, I mean, I think she told 1 or 2 people, but you can't tell everybody.
I know that. Obviously.
Because some people will be like, oh, let me go. Maybe I can get her shifts.
Yeah.
It's a very cutthroat world we live in now.
Absolutely.
And y'all have known how I feel about like your employers and shit. Like they don't give a fuck about you. Take all your vacation time. Take all your PTO. Like, don't worry about what happens when you call out. Like, it's not your fucking problem. Because if you died today, your fucking job would be posted tomorrow and they wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But if it's a good job, I don't think you should burn bridges whether you know they're going to fuck you over or not. Now, a serving job where like you'll probably never see these people again. I honestly probably would have worked that last day and just been like, oh, I quit. But I still think she did the right thing by telling them.
100%. 100%.
It sucks that it was not reciprocated.
Yes. Yeah. But, okay, so it kind of goes 2 ways here, right? So let's say, for example, she's a server by trade. Like that's her career. then giving the 2 weeks notice is important because you don't want to get blacklisted because a lot of restaurateurs, right, they're going to
Right.
speak to each other. But that goes
Right.
both ways here, especially in her case where she's, or even if she was a career server. If you give your 2 weeks notice and tell her to go fuck yourselves, and you're in that community, bro, no one's gonna work for them anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like them doing it to her too is kind of shit. I agree.
Is this like a popular place for people to work? Like, is it one of those places that, you got to know somebody to get hired on?
That's how she got hired. She was looking for a second job, and she knew somebody that worked there. Coincidentally, like a month after she started, the chick that she knew that was the GM quit, her and her husband, and went somewhere else. And Lucy Marie actually brought her friend over there who's a full-time bartender there now. And it was a fucked up thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
I mean, I think it really is circumstantial. I know that it's kind of always looked upon as the right thing to do. Like EJ saying, well, he's a lawyer. If somebody quit in his office with no notice, he would be fucked. Also, if you are a lawyer and you just quit on your firm, you're probably going to be, somewhat poorly looked upon because I mean,
Well, more than likely you already have another job somewhere else though.
yes,
Right. But the scheduling thing is what kind of throws it off. Is they didn't exactly fire her or get rid of her. They just kind of took her off the schedule. So I don't know what repercussions there is for them as a company.
There might
If
not
they
be.
said you're fired or you're gone right then she could come back for unemployment because she didn't technically quit. They fired her.
Can't get employment. She has a full-time job.
Yeah. The part-time thing probably makes it a little bit iffy, but like if like in certain situations, even if you have another job lined up, right? If I'm hiring somebody and I know that they're not giving their 2 week notice somewhere else and it's not like kind of explained to me, red flag a little bit, maybe possibly in the eyes of another manager. I think it is usually the right thing to do. And especially if you're going to like stay in the same industry or even go work for competition, like you want to keep your friends close and your enemies closer. You kind of want to leave on good terms to be able to still be able to talk to some of the coworkers and other managers that you work with just to know what's going on at that business. So there's those things. And then,
But does that open the door for her to have a lawsuit because she was kind of harassed by the manager and then kind of treated differently after she put in her notice?
I think it does.
Open that door?
She was treated differently before that. Like after she blocked the guy on Instagram, all of a sudden he's like, well, this isn't your full-time job. We have other people that make money doing this and we should give your shift to them.
I think she's got some cause, man.
Now I see a lawsuit.
Like, what kind of paralegal work does she do? I mean, can she just go to the other job and ask those questions? Is it that simple?
I don't think it's that important to her.
Oh, but it should be. Because it would be really good for the content of the show.
She could make $1 million, then go pay the person of her dreams for sex.
Yeah,
like we talked
1/10
about
man.
earlier.
Yeah. Like how successful is this restaurant, man? How much fuckery are we talking about here?
Hey, she made good money there. Like they have shitty food though. Like the food has no flavor and they charge a shitload of money for it. She was bringing some home like the first couple weeks she worked there, and I was just like, you don't do that anymore.
Oh wow,
Like,
that's pretty bad.
It wasn't good.
Like if you're getting a free meal,
if you're not willing to eat free food, it's bad.
She put in the chat 2 to 4 tables a night and average $200.
What?
Yeah, she'd come in at 4:00 and be done at like 10:30, 11. $200.
It's like $50
Yeah,
a
I would
table.
have gave that up.
It's like the first like 2 or 3 hours, she was just like hanging out, like texting, like we got no tables.
I think are you still in contact with him? I would just simply send him a message to be like, hey, listen, I get that you don't want to schedule me, but can you like just like pay me out $200 and we'll call it like pretty even here?
Well, the other thing is her job.
Oh, there's our resident fucking attorney right there.
Her job, her main job is in Peachtree Corners, which is where this place is. First of the year, she's moving to a new office that they just opened up literally like 3 minutes from her house. So it wouldn't be convenient for her to keep working there, which is why she quit.
Mm-hmm.
And then the holidays and shit coming up. So it was like, well, why stress myself out? And then in January, she wouldn't even be over there. Because the easy thing to do was she was going to work early at her job, get off, and then go to this job, which was literally next door to it. Well, now she's just staying 45 minutes away and only working here. That was why she quit.
Well, do they have like a Facebook page?
She
or
should leave
something?
a Yelp review that Brandon the manager is a fucking harasser.
That's literally what her friend did that quit there, and her husband. Like they wrote all kind of shitty reviews about it.
Yeah, but do they have a Facebook group? Just be like, hey guys, I hope you enjoy your dinner at this restaurant tonight. Just to let you know.
It ain't worth it.
I know it's not worth it, but it's fucking fun.
It's doubling down.
But what assholes? Who does that? Like, I had an employee.
Restaurant business is full of fucking
Yes, it's scummy. I know.
egotistical, like shitty dudes and bitchy women.
I get it.
Anytime you're not on the fucking dean's list, you know what I mean? You just fucking you're shit out of luck. Like they're gonna pick on you and try to do whatever.
They take it too serious. You're like, "Are you the manager?" And they're like, "General manager."
I deal with these motherfuckers like all day, you know, taking alcohol into them in and out of bars, and it's like everybody's got such a fucking ego in there. And it's like, you cook at a bar. Like, shut the fuck up. You're not involved.
Last week you were banging James the fucking fry cook.
Hey man, don't shit on fry cooks, man. Fries are good. They have a place. They're like the bassists in the band, all right?
But that's the low man. If you've ever worked in a real restaurant in the kitchen, the guy running the fry, he's the low man.
I know
He's
he's
the
a
new
low
guy.
man, but he's my favorite because I come by and be like, drop some for me, buddy.
You always
Got any
want to stay
spare?
friends with the cooks, the Hispanic cooks in the kitchen. I learned that working a little bit at the Irish bar that I'm at. I'm always cool with the cooks, and then at the end of the night, I'm like, "Yo, what kind of food can I get?" Because I'm not, the hot girl that can just come back there and be like, "Hey, Jose."
Yeah.
So I got to be cool.
You got to be homies with the cooks, man, because they're always down for a beer after the shift. They always got fucking weed to smoke on break. Like, they're the dudes.
I miss the restaurant culture though. It is fun.
I don't.
It was super fun.
I always wanted to, and I got just a little taste of it the last couple years. And I'm like, I love the money because I get paid stupidly.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking hate it. Like as soon as I get there, I'm like, all right, when can I leave?
But I think you have to like be younger. I think you have to have absolutely no responsibilities, and then like you're just like fuck it, you get drunk at work and shit.
I don't know how those people do it. Honestly, like I don't know how they can stand on their feet because I worked 12 hours, I think, the last time. And I was sore the entire next day. Like I couldn't fucking walk. I don't know how these people do it.
Mm.
Well, that's a double. So when you hear them bitching about pulling a double, it's that
They work.
They don't do it
and
often.
then they come back in and open the next day, and it's like how? And
because they're still up from the night before, man. They're all fucking each other, doing blow and shit all night.
Yeah, they're eating pizza
Marie's
parties, man.
Jenny, she took the biggest fucking edible I've ever seen when we were working. She's like, "You want some?" I'm like, "No, make me a drink." And she told me how many milligrams were in it. I'm like, "How are you alive right now?" And I've never seen a bar as busy as they were at the time. And she was just fucking killing it. And I'm like, "How are you that high and able to fucking focus right now?" There's just
It's called sativa.
It's a different breed of people that work in the restaurant industry.
Some people could
Sativa's an upper.
Yeah, but it still makes you retard. You know what I mean? Like you're all up and shit, but you're like dumb as fuck, but up. Like I don't know how people do any function when you're stoned. It's fucking crazy.
Not even stoned though, just working in the restaurant industry itself. Like I have a new respect for those people. I always treat those people politely because I'm a nice person, but I really go out of my way now after like seeing the inside of it. It's fucking nuts what they do physically.
I like them. I like people that work in the restaurant business.
I miss working it.
I still do wish that I did when I was younger. I think I missed out on that.
Like I said, everybody's banging everybody. The waitresses are banging the cooks. The bus boys nailing the dishwasher.
Like if you're the new guy and you like start dating one of the girls there, that's a hell. That's hell, dude. It's fucking horrible. They're like, you know Stacy, right? You're like, yeah, man, she's my girl. You're like, bro.
We ran a train on her 2 weeks ago.
Fucked her there, fucked her there, fucked her there, fucked her there. No, she's changed. I swear, she's changed.
Yeah, hopefully her underwear since the last time we all fucked her.
Yeah. Oh man, or like even you know what actually is worse? I used to date chicks that were bartenders and stuff like that, and I didn't work there. That's the worst. You are such a. It's literally, honestly, I think that's what people would feel like when they're getting cucked. Like I would walk in, I'd drop her off, and like I'd pretty much just like bang my girlfriend. Here she is. Fuck her. Then.
No,
And-
you know what's worse is when they fucked her in the drive-through. What's worse is when the guy that's like when Tilted Kilt was open in Marietta, Jay, that you tried to go to.
Yeah.
It's cool. We used to love that place, right? There was this girl, Jessica, that worked there. Biggest ass you've ever seen on a white girl. Her little skirt wouldn't even cover it. Her boyfriend was always at the bar.
No, he's a cuck.
And she was so flirty with everybody. And we came in one time and she like gave me a free shot and she turned around and did something. And the guy with me, he said something about her ass. And the guy goes, "That's my ass." And we were like, okay, that's weird. Ignored it. And then he made another comment. Turns out that was her boyfriend. And it's like, why are you here though? Like, if my
you're cock blocking her tips, man.
Yeah.
Right. If my girlfriend worked at a place like that, I would not go in and visit her. When Tabitha was fucking doing her little part-time bartending, she'd be like, "Come visit me at work." I'm like, "I'm not coming up there."
I'm not gonna be that guy, sweetie. Hell nah.
One, I don't want to fuck your money up by me, and two, I don't want to feel weird that some guy's like, "Yeah, sweet ass." I do all kind of like you're sitting there at the bar and some dude's like, "Wouldn't you like to get some of that?" And you're like, "Sure would."
Yeah. I'd just be like, "Hey, bro."
It's so gross.
No, dude, it was the worst experience ever, man. One time she's like, "Can you go pick up my paycheck?" I was like, "No fucking way, dude. I am not walking in there." And everyone's just like,
Cook.
like yeah, man.
That's him.
Yeah, that's him. Shut up. You know,
Everybody be quiet.
yeah.
Look like you didn't bang his girlfriend. Act like you didn't bang her.
I'm like, wow, it really smells like Carolyn in here. Oh, shit.
I'm not gonna lie. Even at fucking 41, I don't think I'm mature enough to handle like your girlfriend working at a bar full time.
No. And it's not even about the staff. It's not even about the customers. It's the staff, man. Because they're like, you get that text. They're like, "Hey, honey, we're just going out to grab a bite after work." I'm like, no, you're not.
Right. I've heard about these.
Yeah. I'm like,
I know what's happening here.
that's literally the line cook is texting me that on your phone, you bitch. God damn it.
Fucking dick is in your mouth.
Seriously. And they're all laughing at me. Like, I know they are. I have a fucking career, man. She's so much cooler. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. Couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
It's tough, man.
But at the same time, like I would expect a girl to be able to date me while I work there.
Well, hell yeah, you're a guy.
No, and I ain't shit.
First of all, like, no one's coming to fuck us.
Right.
You
like,
know?
nobody's here to see me.
Yeah.
No,
No
you got
one's
a
here.
line of fucking people at the bar because they want you to turn around and grab the shit on the top shelf. And I'm supposed to be okay with it
Yeah.
every night.
That's why women shouldn't be in the workforce.
Right?
They fuck you in the drive-through.
Yeah, buddy.
For J-Bomb,
They
Admire.
fuck you at the drive-thru, okay? They fuck you at the drive-thru.
This has been the extended version of 80 Proof here on YouTube. If you're not subscribed, please go hit that sub button. Check out our link tree. Order some shit.
Spoil me, daddy.
I just
Daddy.
Daddy, I gotta go.
Oh.
Hey, go do
those
it.
Ring doorbell people are gonna get a show tonight.
That's what I was gonna say. Take some ring footage. I'm gonna go jerk off in front of mine.
This has been 80 Proof. Peace.